And hello, welcome back to the stream. Today we are playing, like I said last time, Super Metroid. I've been kind of having a hankering for more Metroidvania fun. It probably being one of my favorite genres across the board. And I was like, well, might as well keep playing Metroid, huh? So with that, I'll quickly get that raring to go or get that going. So on Monday. On Monday when I played Xeno Gears, I did stream early, about an hour and a half early. I'll definitely say that was like, I feel like I'm gonna mostly leave this for tomorrow because we're actually playing Xeno Gears tomorrow. But a lot to take in that stream. Excuse me, almost all reading, and I kind of needed some time. First of all, I was kind of a bit tired that day, but then also I kind of needed the time to let all that, just basically the dump of information that we received to kind of sink in. So I'll talk about it more tomorrow, but yeah. At the time, it was a lot. Thinking back on it and mulling it over, I do appreciate what I was able to see on Monday. So that's at least a positive outlook. Anyway, with that in mind, 1 second now. Let me just get the old... Yes. The old OBS to do its thing, right? Now, we're going to back to a game... Wait, actually, never. I was going to say we're going back to a game that's in like 7x8 or 8x7 or whatever the aspect ratio is. But actually, Xenogears is like that too. I guess in comparison to Alien Isolation. It's not in the 16:9 ratio, but whatever. Yes. Super Metroid, please, and thank you. Could you do something? I should pick up here in a second. Go. Please. Do something. Thank you. All right, we'll let the little intro thing play. But Metroid 3, which it says here in a second. I think one of the fun little things about Metroid is it's Nintendo's only game series that are numbered, I think, right? Because, again, I'll always say that Metroid is Nintendo's best series. It's the only series where I'm pretty sure, besides Other M, which I haven't played yet, and Federation Force, which I also haven't played yet, mostly because Federation Force is a multiplayer game on the 3DS, and Other M, no, don't start that. Federation Force or Other M, I just hadn't gotten around to yet. I've heard that the story is more of an issue with Other M. The gameplay I've heard is just fine. Federation Force, again, is a multiplayer game on the 3DS, which is not optimal. Anyway, I think for the most part, Metroid is almost all hits, and in the sense of all being all hits, also the highest tier of games Nintendo has made. Now, I did mention before when I was playing Samus Returns and Zero Mission that I think Super Metroid is the weakest of all the Metroid games I've played. This is very much not a common opinion. Just like my non-common opinion of thinking that Ocarina of Time is definitely the weakest of all the Zelda games, 3D Zelda games. I'm still there's enough 2D Zelda games that I'm not content on saying all Zelda games, but I'm pretty sure it's better than Zelda 2. But anyway, I do think Super Metroid is the weakest of having played the main 5, Prime 1, Prime 2. I do think every other game does more better, and that's kind of what comes from the same place as my opinion on Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time is the most, like, generic, regular one, and Super Metroid is almost kind of a super generic regular one. I'd say the most two comparable are probably Super Metroid and Zero Mission, probably. But I've mentioned before that Zero Mission edges out Super Metroid because it has the better controls. Super Metroid easily has the worst controls. The controls in this game are fine, but not great. So anyway, with that, let's just get in. yeah, let's use Japanese text like a complete. Now, okay, I have a lot less experience with Super Metroid than I do with Zero Mission, Samus Returns, and Fusion. Those are the 3 I played the most. I've only played through Dread once, and I played through Super Metroid twice, but it's been a while since I've done Super Metroid. So let me just double check. I don't know if this is something we can change now or later. Wait a second. Shoot is on X. Jump is on A. Dash is on B. I think that's how I want it, yeah. Yeah? No. Yeah? No. Didn't I have it set up in, Samus Returns? I don't remember. Was shoot Y? I don't remember. I can make do with, shoot on X, though. B was definitely parry. Or was it? I don't remember, honestly. We'll make it work. And then what is this? Icon cancel? I don't know what this is. Moonwalk. Yes. Alright, let's start. We can always change this stuff later. I just don't remember.
The last Metroid is in
this game has voice acting, technically.
The galaxy.
Because it's a Super Nintendo game. Whoa, there's a little audio bit thing. Just the recap stuff that I'm pretty sure every Metroid game has. At least I know that Super Metroid and Dread have a recap at the beginning. Samus Returns did as well. I don't remember if Fusion has a recap, does it? I know the opening cutscene of Fusion is a bit of setup. But I can't remember if they call back to specifically... Well, obviously, the events of Super Metroid are pertinent to what happens in Fusion. I just remember if they specifically say what happened in Fusion's opening crawl. But Super Metroid, obviously, first text box, oh, that's Metroid 1. Second text box, oh, there's Metroid 2. Oh, and again, another great thing. So Metroid is the only game series that's numbered. Not in the titles themselves, but in every Metroid games, whenever you boot it up, it says Metroid, Metroid 2. I don't know about if it says it in the Return of Samus. I'm pretty sure it says it in Samus Returns, though. But I know that Super Metroid, Fusion, and Dread all have Metroid 3, 4, and 5 in them. Giving the baby Metroid over to scientist random guy. So, you know, real deep connection you had with the baby Metroid from Samus Returns, huh? I've played Metroid 1. I have not played Metroid 2. The originals, I mean. And from my experience with Metroid 1 and what I know Metroid 2 is like, I really don't care to play them. They're definitely the remakes of Metroid 1 and 2 are definitely the kind of remakes that make the originals not completely worthless and redundant, but pretty damn close. Because, talk about archaic. There are certain arcade games I like. Metroid 1 definitely is not one that I like, and 2, I do not see the interest. So I'm not really I'm not really reading the dialogue here. I don't think reading in Metroid. Did I read dialogue in Zero Mission? I forget. I don't think the story is super pertinent in Metroid. What I appreciated is it's a continued story throughout every game. Which, again, I don't think, is there any other mainline Nintendo series that does that? Like, sure, like, technically, like in Fire Emblem, there's sequels and stuff. So wait, what is it? Oh yeah, right, these. Okay, well, anyway. In some Metroid games, there's like a story that continues on through the a couple games, but that's made by Intelligent Systems, not actually Nintendo themselves. And I'm trying to think of others. Maybe Pikmin, considering Pikmin 4 just came out, but I don't really know much about Pikmin. Pikmin is definitely one of those game series that I am looking forward to getting into, but I have not taken the opportunity as of yet to delve into it, you know? But it's the right. It's gonna be like fucking armored. Considering the fact that in Armored Core you gotta use the triggers to look up and down. It's just gonna be like that again with this game. Being like, it's about a 50% chance if I guess which direction that has me aiming up or down, right? Go away. Boy. Man, really, you're not doing a lot of damage. You can appreciate, Dread. But I'll say now, you fight Ridley in every mainline Metroid game now, if you include the remake of Metroid 2, except for Dread. Yeah. Get me out of here. What was it? B was run, I think? That seems faster. I don't think these doors open through shooting them. I think you just walk up to them and they open. Yeah. Alright, well. But yeah, again, I can appreciate Dread not having Ridley in it. It gives a bit of a distinction, you know? I mean, I do think that the Ridley fight in Metroid Samus Returns is the best Ridley fight, but, okay. And this is why I don't like the Super Metroid controls. They're so damn floaty. I like my Metroid games with very precise controls. Again, you can work with these controls, but that's why it just like, when the entire game controls like this, it does drastically make the gameplay experience worse, in my opinion. Meaning the experience overall is not as enjoyable. Thebes, right? Thebes? I feel like I had the same little external dialogue when I played Zero Mission. It's Zebes, right? Or Zebes? Zebes or Zebes? I can never remember. I think it's Zebes. But hey, yeah, we're going back to the same planet that was in Metroid 1. That's the whole point, I'm pretty sure, of Super Metroid anyway, is that it's supposed to be like every other Super Nintendo Super game. It was supposed to be like the upgraded version. Though typically different in some way. Just like every 64 version was supposed to be the 3D version, but like typically different in some way. So it is B, right? It does seem faster. Okay, so calling back to the two Metroid games we've played so far. I would have been able to beat Zero Mission in one stream if I'd been streaming longer. Considering the first two streams I did of Zero Mission were an hour and a half each. Considering I still started later streaming for 3 hours, and now 4 hours, I could have easily beaten Zero Mission in one stream. Samus Returns is big enough that I couldn't do that. Super Metroid, I do not know. I know the game mostly pretty well. But I'm not as good at this game as I am at, I'd say, any other Metroid game, even Dread. Just because, again, Dread is like so much easier to control. Where Samus feels just so sluggish in this game. So I haven't really, I feel like this is going to be the Metroid game that takes me longer to beat than I should, or I'll take longer to beat than any other game than I should, you know? Hell, I probably even did Zero Mission slower than I could have once, because I used to play Zero Mission all the time, over and over again, and when I played it again on stream, again, it was the first game I ever streamed, quite out of practice at the time. Samus Returns for sure, but... yeah. Oh, wow, it's the same exact room where we started in Metroid 1. Crazy. Give me the Morph Ball. Or the Morphing Ball, as they call it in-game, but that's not what we call this. Yeah, nice. Idiot. Go right first, I know. Again, I remember this game for the most part. Like, I know where to go to get every major upgrade, I think. I think we're gonna also go in this a pretty standard order, because, I don't think I know any of the tricks. I know like there's the speedball thing glitch that can get you some stuff early. I know that like using wall jumping you can get stuff early. This is the game with the best wall jumping in it. Wait. I think Fusion? I think in Fusion you can wall jump pretty well as well. What's the button for missiles again? Yeah, right. Speaking of other issues, I think this is the game where it's most annoying to use missiles and stuff. So that's a mild annoyance, but we'll make do. Oh yeah, just like every other Metroid game, I did 100% Zelda. I'm pretty sure again Zelda was the only game I've 100%ed. But Metroid has never been a series where I find 100%ing and getting all the. Did I 100% Zero Mission or Samus? I feel like I 100%ed Samus Returns. That's because with Samus Returns and Dread, you got the thing that makes it so you can actually find the stuff without looking stuff up. Again, Zelda's pretty convenient to 100% for the most part. Metroid, not so much, especially in the games without the looking for stuff through walls thing, scanner, whatever it's called. You know? So we do what we have to. So definitely not gonna 100% Super Metroid. Alright, well, now we get to do the really annoying climb out of here because again, Samus controls terrible. I will be continuing to. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna have to definitely gonna have to get used to wall jumping again in this game. It's very, very peculiar. Yep. Okay. Let's. Nope. You have to be. Okay, my timing is a bit off. I feel like you could wall jump pretty well in. There we go. There's an example of one. But I think you could actually wall jump in Zero Mission pretty well, I think. Can't you just... Yeah, like that. Alright, I'm starting to get back into the swing of it. Nope. I feel like you need a little more room to work with than that, typically. I mean, I can make that work, but, mildly annoying. Get out of my way, space pirates. I don't have time to deal with your nonsense. The controls in this game are so bad. I'll get used to them, but it's saying a bit much there. Ah, the classic, whatever these things are called. I don't know Metroid enemy names. Again, so having to use the shoulder buttons to look up and down has never been a great thing. Also having to use 5 missiles to open a door, a bit much on the game. Give me my missiles back. Those are so bad. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know which direction we're going first. Like, I vaguely remember... Oh, okay. What was... No, not that. Well, I guess we have a map now. I mean, we always had a map. I just hadn't opened up the menu. Also, I'm pretty sure this was the first Metroid game that let you open up a menu map thing. I'm pretty sure in original Metroid 2 and Metroid 1... I know in Metroid 1, I'm pretty sure in original Metroid 2, there was no map for you to use, which sucked. Actually, in fact, I don't think there was a mini-map at all. No, we can't go this way yet. That's fine. I mean, it's not like I wanted to go that way before anyway, you know. Go this way, though. Easily enough. Thanks for the morph ball. Man, actually, now that I think about it, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you get the morph ball as the first upgrade in every Metroid game. Again, Dread comes in clutch. I'm pretty sure you don't get the morph ball in Dread until a considerable way into the game, actually. And by considerable way into the game, I don't mean like too long, but you know, long enough. Which is definitely different, right? Yeah, I don't need to deal with you. This is definitely going to be the game where I try to avoid enemies the most, because... Yeah, stop. Cease your attack. I have no quarrel with you. I wish to just move on, get into this room, shoot this guy's thing open. Yay, bombs. Cool little Metroid 1 little graphic there, I suppose. I know, come on, I played this game before. Wait, do I need to do this or something? I know you can go under, like, okay. Okay, we can just shoot, yeah. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I can try to... Man, this is what I like about specifically Dread and, Samus Returns, is the boss fights in Metroid games prior to Samus Returns are okay at best. But the boss fights in, you know, I could probably be doing this. But yeah, the boss fights in... Oh, wait, do I still have to keep shooting you? I don't remember him going on more. But yeah, boss fights in prior to Samus Returns are okay at best. When you get to Returns, boss fights actually, hey, they're pretty good when they're not just the Metroid the beta Metroid. I don't remember. The second Metroid form you fight. The deltas and gammas, I think, the third and fourth form, the one that actually looks like a xenomorph, and then the big T-Rex looking one, are pretty cool. And then the bigger. Oh, it's like the drill knot, right? Drill knot, I think? Bigger knot? Something like that. Are pretty good. Ridley's pretty good. The Metroid Queen's pretty good. And then Dread, best boss fights in any Metroid game, easily. Oh, we do have to actually go this way. So that is what I definitely like about those. Fusion's boss fights are okay. I mean, they're fine, I guess. To varying degrees. And then Super Metroid's boss fights they exist, for sure. Same with Metroid 1's. Alright, well, let's go quickly back to this place. I assume it's just a missile upgrade. I suppose they could give us an energy tank now already. I don't remember when we're gonna get our first energy tank. Sooner the better, though. The much more I mean, where we are currently, missiles is helpful. Until you get up to like about 50 missiles is kind of an annoyance. But once you get to about 50, it's not super important anymore. But you'll never not pick them up. Energy tanks are definitely what you want. Oh. I don't remember that, but sure. At least it'll work. I guess the only thing that's kind of... Samus has a pretty nice starting jump height in this game, which is... something, I guess. I mean, actually, I probably should save there. But I'm not going to. What do I look like? Howard? Okay, I'm pretty sure I can actually... nope. Okay, well... I was like, I remember this diagonal room, and it was mildly frustrating. Oh, actually, there you go, energy tank. Right here, free for the taking. Now, don't touch me. I don't have time to deal with you. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hey, at least it's not like speaking of Metroid 1, something that, I'm pretty sure I need to use missiles to take out these guys. But speaking of Metroid 1, I recall that there's a bug slash whatever you want to call it in that game where you can still get hit by enemies when you're going through a door. You're technically not loaded into the next room yet, and it's annoying. Oh, yeah, right, of course. How could I forget? Alright, let's go fight two bosses we fought before, why don't we? Three bosses? No, just two bosses we fought before. And the worst iterations of both of them. Again, technically not, but get out of my way, giant hive of insectoid thing. Hey, actually, I recall maybe fighting something like this in Zero Mission, now that I think about it. Obviously, this planet is supposed to be a lot more decrepit than it was in Zero Mission, because we blew the whole place up. So there's a lot of ruins and just, like, nature reclamation and stuff. I'd say the best thing that Super Metroid has going for it is it has a pretty good atmosphere most of the time. Which is, like, cool, I suppose. But besides that... Okay, so... I'm pretty sure this is a room we can't do right now, if I recall correctly. I mean... Okay, I know this is, like, the classic speedball room. Oh, actually, we can't get a missile tank. But I know this is the classic speedball room. But I don't know how to do that. So it's mine to me if I don't try. Based on the fact that I know I don't have the information to succeed. Wait, one more. I hate the fact that this game is used select. Even the touchscreen was better. And then that's saying something. Is there something we can do in here right now? Yes. It's good, I guess. No, it's the map room. That's, again, fine. I think I mostly remember how to get through this area, but, isn't there a way to see it, like, back out to go to a general map? Select? No. Y? No. X? No. A? No. B? No. Map. Yes. Is there not a way to go to... I guess not. Oh well. Wait, that place where you get the morph ball is considered part of this area? Whatever this place is called? The nature zone? Vines everywhere? Sure, I don't remember that. It should be part of... Rinstar? Wait, what was it called again? I don't know. Remembering area names is not really super high up on my priority list. Okay, well, anyway, I will save. Because that seems like a good idea. Isn't there a way to turn, like, health into ammo in this game, or vice versa? I don't remember. I think there is. Whoop. Let me look at my map real quick. I think, yeah, I definitely think we have to go right. Yep, go down here or something. Okay. And we'll go left first. Fortunately, now, once you open every missile door, just like I'm pretty sure every other Metroid game, except for maybe Metroid 1, it always stays open, which is good. I appreciate it. All right, missiles. Oh, it's possible there's something in here, but, I mean, I guess I can try to blow up the walls real quick. The old strategy of morph balling everything, or morph bombing, whatever. Everything. Okay, I know to do morph ball jumping in this game, you have to be really... Okay, wait, no. Let me just give you a little bit of practice here. Okay, wait. Maybe I have to be a little away from the wall. I don't know if it's gonna be relevant to anything I want to try, but I know it's an option. I don't remember which game has the most forgiving. Okay. I don't remember which game has the most forgiving morph ball jumping. Or bomb jumping, whatever you want to call it. We can kill you, I guess. I got plenty of light to work with. Don't need the extra. Alright, onwards. I guess we got a whole tank of missiles, I guess. I think this room... I think this room has, a big hole in it. I think. It might be a different room. I'm pretty sure it's a room with this aesthetic, though. It doesn't really... Oh, wait, can I just shoot these open? No. Yep. Of course. Oh, this is the big hole. But we don't have that yet. Speed booster. So far, I'm trying, now that I think about it, does Metroid, Super Metroid have any unique power-ups? I don't think so. Because again, like this is the game that is the precedent setter, which means that it doesn't really do anything special on its own. Again, it's like technically the one you can do the most nonsense with, like getting stuff early. You can fight all the bosses in backwards order, I know. Aside from traversal, inherent traversal, I don't think this game does anything distinct. Which you could argue, oh, that's very distinct in and of itself. Like, I mean, sure, fair enough. But I still do think that the other Metroid games are more... Okay, wait. Go down first, I think. Okay, let's remember the run button, why don't we? Stay away from me. Okay. Stay away from me. Oh, that'll work. You can't open that yet, I know. So stay away from me. The never-ending stupid enemies who just don't leave you alone, huh? Or missiles, we'll definitely take that. Can we get down here yet, is the question. That's why I came down here first. I didn't even think there would be missiles. Okay, cool. This is definitely something we don't need. You can skip the charge beam, but it's nice to have. Yay, now we can do the pseudo screw attack or whatever it's called, I think. For what that's worth. Oh, okay, well, sure. I didn't realize that was the super bomb spot. I knew there was something there, but make getting up little ledges in the morph ball convenient. But yeah, I knew that. Come on. I don't think we can go up that way. Or at least for not for now. All right, whatever. Let's keep on pressing. Can't go this way yet either. Yeah, knowing the wall jump is certainly very nice. Or knowing it exists is certainly nice. Just so that we can... I do need to get some practice in if I plan on trying to actually make use of it. But making sure that you're always in spin, basically called the screw attack spin, is not the most the control scheme. I'll keep saying I don't like the way this game controls. It is very taxing. Would you please? Why are you not going up there? Is there anything over here? Yes. Oh, actually, a save point was over here. It was on the map. I don't remember. I know that there's one, like, bomb wall in a sec. I can already go turn my fan on. 1 second. Yeah. I know there's one bombable wall in one of the save rooms. I don't remember specifically which one. I think it's on the way to Ridley, I think. In Zero Mission. To get a missile tank or something. I don't recall if Super Metroid has any bombable walls in save rooms. So... I mean, I could check, but I don't feel like that's worth my time. Give me some more health, please. Okay, a little more health, please. Good enough, I suppose. I don't need to be super... No, okay. Give me... Okay, Okay, God, I do not... Controls are so bad. Oh, God. You have no health. That's fine, this boss isn't hard. In fact, you have these. Oh, do they only give missiles? No, that's not true. Okay, well, welcome to this guy. Name escapes me, honestly. Okay. See, look, we're getting all of our health back. Isn't that great? Okay, could you just spend a little time working on health? Then we could just It's certainly very exciting, I know. We just gotta sit here and wait. Could you not just, open up your little mouth or whatever right on top of me next time? That'd be very, very kind of you. Let's see that. Oh, God, this is so boring. God, why do people think this is the best Metroid game? Hell, the first boss in Dread and the first Metroid you fight in Samus Returns is better than this. And I guess technically this isn't even the first boss. The Chozo statue thing is. I feel like there might be a more efficient way to do this. I feel like it's possible to get 2 missiles in there, but whatever, we're winning anyway. Get more missiles if I need to. We're completely invulnerable. Why did I do that? I keep forgetting. You select your missiles on and off, so I don't have the charge beam or the beam on naturally. Okay, there. Yeah, okay. If I'm a little bit on the higher part of the arc, I can get 2 missiles in. Oh, they're so hard. Oh no! Wow. What's this guy's name? The big. Okay. I'm trying here to try to finish this quicker. God, this game is so slow. Hello, giant dust specks. How's it going? Could you please? I think we're almost done. All right, thank you. Jeez. That takes way too long. So, okay, sure, we'll take missiles, I guess, since you took all of mine. Okay. Okay. Controls, please work with me. This game is I feel like I'm wrestling the controls all the time. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, isn't it? Yeah, you fall down here. So I do remember what we get here after falling for 10 years. This is the game definitely where you get super missiles earliest, which I guess is cool. For what it's worth. I don't need them yet, but yeah. Oh, we got super missiles. Actually, real quick, there might be a hidden item in that room. Changed my mind. I feel like there's a door or something you can get on that big giant fall, but I don't remember. So So, no. Leave me alone. Stop. Go away. I have no time for bugs. Alright, open up. Yes. And also the fact that super missiles only takes 1 missile is very considerate of you, considering we get less of them. No. Sure. Why not? I can do it that way too. Alright, anyway, no, shit, that was the... let's hope we don't need super missiles here in a second. I know there's this one door here. I accidentally shot 2 of them there. Nice, the enemies coming up gave me some. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. There's some more. Come on, just super missiles. No, super missiles. Come on! Okay, listen, I'll take the regular missiles, but just 1 super missile and I'd be content. Just 1 super missile and I'd be content. Are you really? You're not gonna even give me one here now, are you? Yeah. Of course. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's a super missile for you. I feel like there's a secret path around here or something. Okay, could you wall jump, please? Yeah, I definitely see something up over there. Yes, I remembered. Okay, just some missiles, but again, until we're about at 50, I'm not super content. So thanks for remembering myself. You're welcome. No, go away. Give me more super missiles, please. They didn't even drop anything. So inconsiderate of those enemies that I'm killing to not give me the stuff I want, you know? There we go. Was that so hard? Is that so hard? Is there a reason to go over here? Is there even... Okay. Is there an item over here or something? No. Okay, well this is... I know this is the room where it's like, how am I supposed to get across this? Right. The game never outright tells you that you can run. You just kind of need to figure it out or look it up. Yeah, no. Okay, I know. No, come on. Is there something we can get early here if we go up just a little bit? Come on. Come on. God, I hate wall jumping in this game. It's so finicky. If I can make it work, it's not so... Okay, well, you know, never mind. I don't feel like I'm gonna waste my time trying attempting that. Yeah, super missile. Sure, I'll take it. Cool. Oh yeah, I was to say, I'm pretty sure we have to go down here. Okay, well, now we just go down this thing, which I'm pretty sure you're not able to get out with, just wall jumping, because there's that little edge gap thing there, which is fine. I'm not super concerned about it. This is just a health station, right? All right, well, let's check. I feel like there's a certain rhythm that... To a certain degree, there's a certain rhythm that you can just keep pressing your button to that rhythm and eventually wall jump somewhere, but I don't know what it is. I could try to intuit it. Oh, good. You want to make Samus, who's already super floaty, even more floaty? Have I got the have I got the deal for you? Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Come on. Please. Okay, wait. How am I supposed to do this again? Supposed to do this? Okay, yeah, just run again. The classic solution. I try to be cheeky there and wall jump, but I no. Okay. Obviously, you're not going to be dealt with immediately. Okay. I'm pretty sure if I can bomb jump. They're here to make your life difficult. I see. You have to be spot on. But I'm pretty sure if you can wall jump here, you can get something a bit early here, which would be nice, I guess. No, I feel like I was almost there. Let's try that again. This time I'll start holding right as soon as I get to the lip, which I feel like I might have possibly made it. I don't know how high we have to go up specifically, though. Alright, this will be my last attempt, though. Alright, last attempt it was. I will go this way real quick just so we can kill the stupid cactus shooting thing. So I don't have to deal with it on the other side. Nope. Okay, well, actually, that works. Nope. Leave. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, don't do that again. I'll not take kindly to such infractions against my being. Yeah, I know. Greatest 3 rooms in your life right here. That don't do anything. Okay, yes. I think that stays open forever. I also know that you can technically make this. How is a great question. Oh, I see how you do it. Let me just try. Okay, there we go. I'm not doing. We're going to get the high jump first. I don't want to deal with that without the high jump. Thanks. Well, that was pretty easy. There's a little skip for you. All right. Anyway, welcome to Norfair. Again, classic Metroid areas. Below that, oh, hey, super missiles knock enemies off the ceiling if they're on the ceiling. That's cool, I guess. No! My doorway! What if I run? And then go into purple form? Okay. Limited success, it seems. I'm assuming you can't get past the second door. I assume. Let's try. Let's try though. Come on. No. Again, speedball. Don't know how to do that. I think speedball is very definitely supposed to be a bug. Which it's one of those things. About everyone. Again, everyone loves Super Metroid because of how like backtrackable it is, and, like how many skips there are, and all that stuff. I think, like, I mean, well, yeah, I forgot how fast you lose health in hot areas in this game. I think, like, certainly those aspects are cool and all. But I don't think they were intended by the developers because they never let that really happen super frequently ever again. I mean, like, it'd be cool, I suppose, if more games had the ability. I know that to a certain extent it's there. Hey, energy tank. But they never made a game as open-ended as Super Metroid again, because again, I don't think a lot of the skips were intended. Okay. Yeah, missiles. Woo, crazy. I wonder how we get the... Yep, okay, I stood up too quickly. I also do not like how in this game, you do not have the capacity... Oh, there we go, there's another block. You don't have the capacity to tell which rooms you've already gotten items in because it doesn't have two different symbols. It doesn't have the big circle with the empty bit in the middle, or just the dot. But yeah, there we go. High jump boots. I mean, I could have gone through that spot without the high jump boots, but I didn't want to. Sue me. This also makes wall jumping nicer because, you know, it's easier to wall jump when you can jump higher on every jump anyway. Right, now, excuse me, get... You're gonna make me kill this stupid guy. Why does it make you lock me into rooms and kill dumb enemies? Oh, it's such a fun idea, you know? Okay, a save point. Is there a hot room to my right? I'm assuming that is the case. I did... No. No. Get off me. There we go. I'm pretty sure that these are speed boost blocks. Whoa, yeah. The only mainline game also, if you remakes, if you're including the remakes, because if you don't include the remakes, you've also got original Metroid 1 and 2. But if you're including just the remakes and not the originals, the only mainline Metroid game without the speed booster is Samus Returns. I do think the speed booster is pretty cool. It certainly makes for some of the most difficult to get items in Fusion and well, actually, I feel like it ends up making you, it's the most difficult to get items whenever you need to use the speed booster in any game with the speed booster. Like, ooh, remembering some of the dread challenges really makes me think. I feel like Zero missions and fusions might be a little harder, but oh, you really... Piece of shit. Alright, first of all, let's go back this way. Maybe I'll get some super missiles when we go back this way. You never know. Okay. Rude. Okay, now we can go up here. I said. Okay, don't make me use a super missile. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, cool. Oh. I'm gonna use the super missile anyway on this door? Why? Alright, cool. Spacer beam. Cool, thank you. I appreciate it. Again, another thing you can kind of just skip. But is definitely something we want. Because I don't know if it's extra damage specifically or just makes it wider. I think it's just wider. But hey, now we got a wider shot range, which is good, so we don't have to crouch to kill anything anymore. I also know that in this game, which I haven't really messed around with a lot, every charge shot is different. Like, you got the regular one. Because you could turn stuff off, the spacer beam charge shot is then different. Which I guess is cool. I suppose. Not super pertinent. Nope. Go on me. Stop. My super missile. The evilest guy in the world. Come on, let me out. I messed it up twice, by the way. Whatever, I can just use one super missile and go through morph ball form. But yeah, why would you skip the spacer beam if you had the choice? I mean, if sure, in a speedrun, you technically don't need it. Same with a charge beam. Well, actually, yeah, perhaps in a speedrun, it's more efficient to get the charger spacer beam for some reason, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe does more damage. Ah. Where's the last enemy in this room that you need to open this door? I'm pretty sure actually it opens on the way back, now that I think about it. Whatever. Oh man, look how much easier these guys are now that I can just blow them up real quickly. No, give me my health back. Don't steal all my health this time. Okay, is it to the right or is it down? I think it's down. Here, right? The really obvious, impression in the ground. Who would have guessed? Oh boy, a save point. Man, I wish it was... Well, when did they start making it so save points and health points were the same thing? Was that Dread, really? Let's talk about the most obvious convenience thing. Wait. Wait, where do I go again? Get my health back. How have you not given me a single... Oh, wait, right. Obviously. Where else would it be? How did you not give me any health back there? Maybe they did. I just wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, I think now that we have the Spacer, these guys also... We don't need missiles for them specifically anymore. Which is nice. Okay. Whatever, I'm just gonna take damage, I think. I mean... Oh man, Parade, you're a real threat. A real bastard. Oh. Sure. I mean, I actually would like to make sure I have some health for this. I don't accidentally die. I don't think I need a ton of health, but just, I mean, it's not that much effort since my missiles are full, all he's gonna give is health. Give me more big ones though. Thanks. Is there something up here? Let me guess, it's a save point? Oh. No thanks, I'm good. I mean... I guess I could use one more super missile. But if the bug doesn't give it to me, I don't really care. Oh no, dead guy. Anyway. Open thine eye. Cool. Alright, let me through. Oh, he only did 4 damage, so I thought he would have done more. This is a door. Anyway, yeah, doors are usually super threatening. How do wait, how do I trigger this? Listen, bud, I've played Zero Mission. I've already kind of understand the whole shtick with your mega form self. But, you know, you do whatever. Oh, we're done already, huh? Wait. Oh, wait, right, we can just, This... Where is he? Okay, God, I hate the controls in this game. They're so bad. It just makes me want to die. I can't control Samus to save my life. Dodging is impossible. And get your claws out of the way. Okay. Whoa. God, this is so annoying. I'm gonna need to grind out for missiles here in a second. Can I have some missiles, please? Thanks. I appreciate it. Get back over here. I mean, I guess I can go to him, but, Alright, there we go. See, it's not hard, it's just tedious. There. Sure, thanks for the super missiles. I'm not a single one of my super missiles hit, by the way, because the damn claw keeps getting in the way. Give me, what does he give me again? I think the Varia suit, right? Yeah, now I can go to hot areas. Cool, I guess. Back to Norfair already. Exciting stuff. Now I get the shoulder pauldrons or whatever they're called. I think pauldrons is the correct term. Alright, onwards. Also, I think that every other beam is necessary for, regular progression that isn't, other progression that's not, yeah, you know what I mean, like, just regular progression. Oh, you're back alive again. Okay. I guess we got our super missiles back. Are the pirates here again? Yes. I guess it's fine that way. Should we save again? It's worth the time. Die. Yeah, it's so much nicer having this phaser beam, given the fact that this game is not very well controlled at all. Oh, okay. Oh, it's open now. Okay, yeah. I thought it opened and people crawled out or something, but... Yeah. No! God damn it. No, it's in here somewhere. It's always in the most unlikely of spots. Maybe it's on something. Oh yeah, there you go. Alright, cool. Hey, energy tank. Right after fighting a boss? Thanks, I appreciate it. I mean, always take more health. Though unfortunately, you can only ever double your health once. Get out of my way. I guess it's missiles. Alright, back through this place. So, yeah, whoa, super missile. Okay, I don't think we have to ever go back in there again. There might be some stuff in there if you're trying to 100% the game, but... who cares? I mean, who actually cares? Okay, so... real quick, what were the hot rooms again? The one in the bottom right was super missile door locked, so the immediate first room, right? I mean, I think the Varia suit also makes it so we take less damage. Sure. It's the suit we use for most of the game anyway. So I mean, I'll accept graciously. Now, tell me, where specifically does it want me to go in this room again? Is there something over here worth considering? I don't think so. Alright, well. Yeah, come on. There we go. Was that so hard? Yes, apparently. Though it's definitely my fault. No, I'm not dealing with you. No, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with you. Cool, thanks. I meant what I said. Can I have some more missile tanks, please? Or something? So that I'm at my 50 missile threshold that I was talking about. No. I don't even know where the... I thought I died because he went in the lava. That would make much sense. You're living in a place with lava. I mean, actually, most, even if anything did in real life, live in a volcano. You know, it would definitely still not want to be in the lava. Ow. Stop. Yeah, I can't kill this. The lava seahorse. Speaking of things that shouldn't exist. Oh, the space creature is unrealistic. Who would have guessed? Give me some help. Thanks. Can I have some missiles too? So I'm max, or super missiles, I mean. I feel like there's... Okay, yeah, sure. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there's, What was I gonna say? I already forgot. I was gonna say I think there was something in the bottom, but I guess there's nothing we can do about it right now. Sure, I'll save. I have to die at some point. Have I done the other two Metroid games? I don't remember. I know that every Metroid game obviously has they all have pretty cool death animations. Okay, we can go down there. I don't think we want to yet. Nope. Maybe I do. Sure, alright. Closer to our threshold. I got a missile tank. Anything over here? No. Alright, we just go back. Fair enough. No, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, wait. Did we not go up this way yet? I thought we went up this way. Out of the way. Can you not make this, that doesn't look like you can. I mean, maybe if you go like this. Okay, you need to hold run for a second before you run there. Yes, okay, I have figured out how to get here. Now, should I do it? I don't think I will. I think for the moment, I'm content to continue with standard progression. Nope, don't hit me. I'd appreciate it. No, don't hit me. I'd also appreciate it. But hey, I'm, either remembering, ways... Oh, I just see that it's more convenient to go this way, but it makes you go all the way around the other time. Sure, of course. Wait, map, this does loop around. Is this where I want to go, though? I don't think so. Okay, we can't go down there. And this, I think we definitely can't go this way yet. We don't have a speed booster. Just fine. It just means that we come this way later, shortcut purposes. We've been to both sides, after all. Alright. Let me down. Nope. Oh, and we can't go this way either. Alright, fair enough. I will, mosey on my way on through. No problems here. None whatsoever. Out of my way. I will continue to slowly meander my way through this game until I figure out how to not meander anymore and actually move at a reasonable clip. Never gonna happen, by the way. You never move at a reasonable clip in this game. So, is it just the point of this just to get drops and stuff? Okay. There could be... Okay, let's be diligent. Let's check the wall. Nothing as far as I can tell. There could be something in there. Then we do get the, what's it called later? I don't remember. Are we there yet? Now we got lava monsters. The classic. I always knew that hands are giant lava head things turning into hands to throw balls of lava at me were this meant to be a real thing. Are we there yet? Okay, actually, I don't think we're supposed to go this way yet. Yeah. That's fine. We still have to the right to go. Suspicion? Is this... Oh. Okay. I had suspicion, and yet I was punished for... I guess I was rewarded with knowledge, but punished with nothing. Excuse me. Enough with your blue fireballs, huh? Too slow for this. Are we there yet? Are we just circling around to where I had, to where I, wall jumped up to? I mean, fair enough. You don't want to miss out on all this exciting action, right? Yes, I would not like to go into the lava, thanks. It does seem like we're just circling all the way around. I don't remember... Aha, we can kill this lava seahorse, huh? Because he got out of the lava. No longer so, daring. Okay. Why did I do that again? Kill me! Is there an item over here? I don't think so. Guess we can check, but no cigar. Yeah. So finicky. Can we wall jump up this? I see a diagonal, so definitely more not good. And a guy. Okay, that's fair. Guys always make it more difficult. Giant, blue fire breathing guys. To be specific. Nope. Okay, well. Again, I can actually kill him. Why did I do that? I keep forgetting. Nope. Alright, let's open that door. Oh boy, missiles, my favorite. I sure do love me some missiles. Okay. Question. Can we make this right now? Maybe, but I messed up. Actually, wait, oh, okay, there we go. That definitely seems doable. Just get in there and wall jump. You can make it up there right now, but, again, I think I'm good. We got some missiles for now. We'll come back this way later. I'm pretty sure we do have to come back here later if we want to do regular progression. And again, regular progression meaning, like, dev intended order of items. Which I mean, gives you the proper difficulty curve, right? Which makes it I typically like the dev intended path because, again, I like proper difficulty curve. Alright, hey, we're here. Crazy stuff, that. No cactuses. Super missiles. Don't despawn. I don't get them very often because enemies are very stingy. I keep using them on accident. Super missiles. Thanks. Oh, is it? No. Oh, wait. Where am I supposed to be going again? Is it here? You can obviously go up here. This is where the fact that I haven't played Super Metroid in a very while is coming to bite me. Here? No. Here? No. Aha! There we go. I figured it out. After a second. Yeah. Hey. Don't drill into the ground. And then deal damage to me. You know how, that's not good for me? Nope. Remember to run this time. Fortunately, instead of, dying unnecessarily. Or taking unnecessary damage, I suppose. And also wasting time. Alright, yeah, woo, speed booster, thanks. I appreciate it. Now we have this. Hold and press and hold B or button to run. Okay. I can do that. Do I have to keep holding B, or I think it just, once the speed booster's going, you can let go. Yeah. Yay! The power up of the century, you know. We got the speed booster. It's good. It's good. It's nice to have. It's very convenient. It makes it easier to get around certain specific spots. Still technically can't go over there. That's fine. Who cares? Not me. Now we go down again, right? Would be quicker. I don't know if it actually is quicker. Hey, I'm not gonna get burned alive by some fire. Maggot? I don't know. What are these things? I still force it. Wait, what? What? Huh? Metroid game that forces you to bomb jump. That's interesting. What was down here that we couldn't open up before? You know, just down there's a bunch of doors we can't open up. Oh, just a door we can't have to open specifically from the other side. Technically. That's fine. I don't care. Not my issue. We can go this way now, though. Wasn't there, like... I guess there... I was going to say, I thought there's a room with these blocks that has a, item in it, but I guess not. I mean, maybe there's another room that looks like that later. Or maybe I'm thinking of Zero Mission? I feel like there's a room like that with Zero Mission that has an item in it. Or you have to, like, blow up a block and then run through the blocks, and there's a time challenge. No, that's not where I want to go. Okay, at least we're full up. Actually, never mind. We're not full up on missiles yet. We're getting there. All right, we're full up on missiles now. We're almost at the 50 threshold that I said is the point at which missiles are no longer really reliant. I'd like some more super missiles. That would be nice. Where am I going? There? I think. Wait. Let's go back down to Norfair real quick. Get back on the elevator. Wait. I got a speed booster. I know what item I'm supposed to have next. I don't remember if it's supposed to be in Norfair or back in place above here. Oh, right. The doors that close very slowly. Or, well, the first one closes slowly enough. And then the second one that closes reasonably slowly. Or much faster, but still slow enough. Slowly hop over lava. You know how we love to do that. My favorite pastime. Not taking damage. Die. Yeah, I see the little fire guys coming out of there. Don't mistake it. I know what you want me to do here in a second after we wait, do that way first, huh? That's fine. That's fine. Let them come out because they're going to take either needless damage or I time it wrong and then just get knocked off my path and then bunted out and then I'd be like, oh great, I have to do it again. Alright, speed. Cool. I appreciate it. I guess, so, technically this is not the worst ice beam. The worst ice beam is the one in, the worst ice beam is the one in, the thing? Return of Samus Returns. Because in Samus Returns, you have to toggle it. Which sucks. Okay, let's turn the spacer off. Does it have a distinct looking thing? I mean, not really. Ice beam is more of like an applied effect. So, I mean, it's cool. Very funny. It doesn't mean we have to kill everything in 2 hits now if we've only killed it in 1 hit before. It's something you can turn off later if you're feeling it's unnecessary. But it's nice to have, you know? Oh, we get to freeze Big Tooth Monster. I mean, why not? I hate Big Tooth Monster. We also freeze these guys. So it's, yes, this one. Fantastic. Good job, team. We also freeze this guy. I love freezing things. Is this one of those games where if we charge up the freeze thing, it freezes for longer? It does not seem to be the case. That doesn't seem any extra time. I know they're I think Samus Returns. Wait. Yeah, Samus Returns is definitely like that. Nope. I look like I was about to fall through the floor there. Wait, that... Did it give me an item? It just was the way back. How could you do this to me? I always need items. And we're still one missile off. I mean, actually, technically now we can also get away with not killing enemies. We can just freeze them and run on by. But I want the drop sometimes. You know? But yeah, the freeze ray is mostly helpful for the fact that there are certain enemies which are either very annoying to kill or you can't kill at all, and typically the freeze ray can at least immobilize them, which is good. Example here, these guys. Oh. Real quick, there is nothing over here, right? I'm not, missing on anything. Actually, let me hold right, because I know that's just... this game is the one that's like, oh, everything is an invisible wall. My favorite. I love me some invisible... No, stay frozen, thank you. I love me some invisible walls. Alright, see ya. Alright. Let's keep on pressing through. Forget this. There's nothing here. What's this room again? Right. Okay. So, I mean, you can come back up the... Actually, I don't know if you're able to come back up this with, just the, wall jump. Is this the one where there's, like, the little feeling section so that it's, like... you're not gonna be able to make that. Yes. So I'm pretty sure you need the ice speed to get back out of there. Which is fine. I mean... I can deal with it. Yeah, I don't want to deal with you, though. So I don't want to deal with you. I missed something. No, wait, I can't go there. I don't have missiles. I mean, I don't have, super bombs. When do we get those again? Wait. I don't think we can go this way. I think. It'd be nice if we could. I know there's a couple items we can get here now. Very specific location. Yeah, okay. That's fine. It's not like I want to go that way anyway. What's it called again? The one that lets you go through walls? It's the wave beam? Yeah, I don't have that yet. Is the wave beam in every Metroid game if you're including the remakes? I think so, right? I'm trying to think here. Hey. Wave beam. I'm trying to think. I think it's in every game, yeah. If you're including the remakes. I'm pretty sure it's not in the original Metroid 1 or 2. Oh, yeah, I love this room. Endlessly spawn. Get me out of the damn flower. So inconvenient. Nope, stop. Kill these things, obviously, but then freeze the bugs when we can. Or if they go the other way, that's also not too worrisome. Again, not hard, just the controls of this game are not good. They're not good. Are we gonna get super bombs already? I don't even recall that this game gives you shit way earlier than some other games of its ilk. What's the point of this if we can't go down here? No, never mind. I was lying. I was being a lying fool. Ah. Ah, God damn it! Let me go! Yeah, there. Yeah, okay, I think we get... Stop! We get super power bombs already. Cool, I guess. I'll take it. No problem with power bombs is power bombs are annoying, because sometimes enemies just do not like dropping them. Whenever you get power bombs, by the way, always place them down in the room you get them in. There's always something, hey, there's no that threshold I was talking about. Now I'm like, okay, I'll get missiles if I see them, but I'm not too concerned. Perfect. Stop. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, now we can go back. I think it is actually worth going back. Some power bombs, by the way. Oh, they actually did give me some. I appreciate it. No, give me the super missile. Give me the super missile. We don't have that many of those yet. I think it is worth going back to go to that yellow door we have passed. Because if I nope. Okay, oh good. That was not the flower. If I recall correctly, there is a pretty convenient item to get there. If I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong. I mean, wouldn't be the first time. Right, let's take the slow meamble all the way down there. Select our power bombs, unselect our power bombs. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Just not having to worry about power bombs is very convenient. It's nice they give you 5 to start. Unlike, once again, one of the faults of some Metroid games is the amount of power bombs they give you to start is not sufficient. Okay, you're gonna... Ooh, shit. I guess... That might be a wall jumpable thing over here. No, it is actually not. I mean... Maybe... It looked like I just barely for a second connected with this, and then you could wall jump off that into the spikes, but I think I'm good. I think I'm content with where I'm at right now. All right, well, we do need it. I definitely want to come back to this room later, because I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm thinking of. Wait. You're gonna make me put another power on down again, aren't you? Thank you. Maybe when you kill something with a power bomb, it's a lot more likely to drop a power bomb. I can see that. Hey, at least when the power bomb is selected on our bar, at least when I'm sitting up, it doesn't auto-force select it. Freeze. And don't move again. Ever. Stay frozen solid, have all your the atoms in your body frozen stiff so that you, in reality, are actually dead. Okay. Are actually dead. I want to talk about something. It's been a little while since we're just going to be doing some wandering, I think, for the foreseeable future. So I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! On stream in a little while. Typically, I've been saving that for like finishing a game early. I should make some time to just play some of the games I like to just mess around with from time to time. And I'm glad that they finally added the new Dark World cards to Master Duel, because 3 decks I have in person that I play at locals are Weather Painters, Pendulum Magicians, and Dark Worlds. And actually, technically today, they added a card that I have play in my Pendulum Magician deck, being Chaos Angel, because you can make it using Wisdom Eye and Cartograph Sorcerer. And if you have Chaos Angel and Barone, it's very much more annoying to deal with than just like Barone by himself. I don't always do it, but it's funny when I do it. Okay, wait, right. Power bombs now. Activate. I feel betrayed. What's the point of this? Oh wait. I think we're taking so much damage. But yeah, they added Dark Worlds, and they added, I guess, today Chaos Angel through the set, the first set with Kashtira and shit in it. No, crap. So that's cool, I guess. I'm pretty sure actually here. Yeah, power bombs actually. So that's good. I haven't gotten it built yet. The fact that pulling a bunch of packs and is giving me one rainbow, the new rainbow, one rainbow, and 0 Graph of Fusion, was not helpful. And the fact that the field spell is not in that pack is kind of frustrating, but it's fine, that's fine. Oh, I did craft I was like, I'm just gonna craft the field spell, and I got a royal finish, which was pretty cool. But anyway, so yeah, I finally am gonna be able to have all the decks that I have in person in Master Duel, which is good. Technically not 100% because I play Silva for obvious reasons in TCG because yes, activate Cerulli, get rid of my opponent's cards is pretty good. Though I've only ever successfully hand looped a person once. And they had bricked already, so it wasn't super convincing. But I've only ever successfully hand looped someone once in TCG. I mean, it's still technically something that a lot of people hate. There's a certain person at my locals who's every time he's like, you should play Dark Worlds and hand loop people. Because I'm like, why don't you play Dark Worlds and hand loop people? He's like, no, I don't want to play Dark Worlds. All right, well, you want me to hand loop people, do the thing everyone considers evil, but not yourself? You don't want to be affiliated? Yeah, exactly. Well, sure, why not? But yeah, again, only one successful hand loop I've ever been able to do, because the thing with the hand loop is it's very inconsistent, is the best way I'd put it. Because the problem with the hand loop is you have to I think there's something up here, right? No. Okay, go down here. Okay, wait, there is something up here. Okay. Really? Nope. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, the hand loop's very inconsistent. You typically need your dangers to hit exactly what you need all the time. Your opponent needs to have next to no... Well, actually, I have gotten pretty close to the hand loop before with next to no interaction, or my opponent having interaction, but it's typically still not great. If they have any interaction, you're trying to go for the hand loop. But I would say even without the consistency of hand looping something, I'd say that Silva and Cerulli as a combination makes the deck really nice to play anyway, because, for example, last time I went to locals is the first time I was actually able to win, because, like, get first place, because obviously, well, you know, people were playing like Sword Soul and Kashtira and Pearly, and people don't play Super Heavy Samurai there actually anymore. I still think that the deck is okay, especially compared to the decks that compared to the decks I play. But I just guess people that whoever was playing Super Heavy Samurai gave up on the whole thing because they're like, it kind of sucks now. I'm like, fair enough, whatever. But yeah, most people or a lot of people are playing more meta decks than I am. I think Dark World is definitely actually the best deck I have, which is why the fact that I got my first win was with Dark Worlds. We're losing all of our health off this, by the way. Now, what makes me say that specifically, that fact that inherently Cerulli and Silva, even without the fact that I can hand loop people, is really good. Well, in one of my, I don't remember if this was game 2, but in my final match, okay, no. Ah, I think we were only able to get one of these at a time, and I messed up. No. But yeah, and my final match was against Sword Soul, which, you know, isn't the most, it's not, I mean, okay, it's not the worst deck ever. It's not Kashtira. But it's certainly still a better deck technically than Dark World. Oh, and real quick, the other, so I'm mostly going to talk about, okay, let me go in order real quick. I'm going to talk about this last event, or this last locals. First round was against Vanquishal, which was a thing. Game 1 was actually pretty back and forth there, but I was able to pick that one up. Game 2, I also won, mostly because he went first and drew Droll and Blockbird, and nothing really to do with it. And I was like, all right, well, obviously I didn't know he had 2 Droll and Blockbird at the time. But, you know, that's not a great start if you're wanting to go first. But, yeah. We'll go back through that hallway later, by the way. But yes, starting with 2 Droll and Blockbird, not the greatest start. But I was able to, you know, so I was basically stunned for 2 turns. Though I ended up with my first turn with a Bigfoot on field, so I was like, all right, well, you know, Bigfoot, 3,000 attack points, I can work with that. Wait. Am I supposed to go back to... Rinse? Wait, am I supposed to go back to Norfair now? I think. Now that I think about it. And I should just circle up around back through this area we're in. Or wait, no. Place that thing, surface area, Brinstar maybe. But yeah, anyway, I think we're just gonna be doing some circling for the moment. Can we can't wall jump right now, right? I don't think so. Wow, aren't the controls great? Yeah, okay, definitely not doing that. But, yeah, I was able to get that one pretty easily. I don't remember if there's anything specific about that game that match that was, like, super cool or anything. But there's definitely, like, cool. I was able to, win it going second? I actually don't remember if I went first or second in the game 1 of that match. I definitely know I went... Oh, okay, wait, no. I think no, because yeah, I definitely went second in game 2 because I won, but I don't remember if I went first or second. I think I went first, actually. But then he had Droll again in game 1, I think. So if that was the case, I was stun locked, but then he wasn't able to kill me. I think that's what happened. But that game was game 2. I actually tied. This was my only non-win of all these games, and it was against what are they called? I forget. Noble Arms, Noble Knights, whatever. Apparently that deck is pretty damn good now. It is. Oof, I was not expecting that deck to do what it did. I was only able to clutch out that tie at like the last minute through time because I lost game 1 of that match pretty handily. Not really knowing what the deck did. Game 2, I was able to win through time, very fortunately. Which, yeah, if I had lost that game, I would have not won. So, man, Noble Arms is actually kind of... No, I don't think it's like the best deck or anything. I think Kashtira is better than it. I think Pearly's better than it. I don't know about anything else besides that, but definitely a bit more of a threat now. Especially compared to what Noble Arms used to be. But I wasn't expecting it. Anything? I don't remember anything specific there. It was a lot more threatening than I realized that deck had become. I knew it got new cards, but you know, I wasn't expecting much from the equip spell deck, considering his equip spells are usually not super good. There's something over here, by the way. feel like there's a running... Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I feel like there's something to do with Speed Booster in this room, to the left here. Then match 3, because this was a 5-round locals, was against... Shit. I don't remember. What was game 3 and 4? Again, last round was Sword Soul. Last round was Sword Soul. What am I forgetting? Oh, right. Round 4 was Cashier. What the hell was round 3? Something... I'm trying to think. Wasn't the Hungry Burger deck, which we have someone at Locals who plays that. Wasn't Punk, wasn't Sprite. Those are 2 decks that 2 people play at our Locals. Maybe not. Let me just try that. I don't know what I was thinking of. What the hell was match 3? Again, it was Vanquish Soul. I'm not forgetting match 2. Vanquish Soul. My brain is clogging up. Oh, right. Vanquish Soul. Noble Arms. Yeah, we can go through there now, I guess. Noble Arms. Then who is match 3? Was it Pearly? I feel like it was something I completely trounced. Because obviously not sticking out in my memory. It's 5 rounds. Oh, right, Plunder Patrol, of course. Right, I just remembered because, like I just said, I completely trounced them. They basically bricked both games. Game 2 a little less so, but yeah, it was Plunder Patrol, Adventure Plunder Patrol, but because I played against them before. They never saw any of their adventure cards, which is a bit unfortunate. And both times they were able to summon the Dark Plunder Patrol ship that can banish a card, which obviously isn't great against a monster, I mean. It's not the best thing to have against, or not the most exciting thing to deal with when you're, what's-it-called, Dark World, since you don't want your guys banished. But since it only banishes the guy on field, it was actually not as good as he was hoping. And it's only a monster, so he can get rid of, like, the field spell or anything. So I basically just used Graph to overwhelm him. Since he only basically had 1 interaction at the point we were playing. He did have Infinite Impermanence, but guess what deck mostly doesn't care about Infinite Impermanence? And that would be Dark World. So yeah, he bricked real hard game 1. Game 2, he was able to, like, outlast me a turn or 2, because he had just enough to make my time a little difficult, but I was able to just basically force my way through in a couple turns. Game 4 was Kashtira. Now, Kashtira, with playing Pendulums and Dark Worlds, Kashtira is a nightmare. I don't think Kashtira is a very fun deck at all. I mean, it exists, I suppose. It's there. It's certainly a deck. Not a deck that I particularly like to play against, and doesn't look very fun to play. I might build it in Master Duel just because. What else am I gonna? There is definitely a missile in this room, by the way. Unless that's the symbol of. Never mind. It's just the ammunition symbol. Yeah, so Cashier is a nightmare. Game 1, I went first, but he had something that stopped. He had Troll, or he like had an Ash for something. And I just really couldn't do anything after the Ash, so I was like, alright, I've got a little bit on field to exist as a presence. But besides that, not really much going on. Fortunately, I did have the fusion, quick play fusion spell that Dark World has. I don't remember if I was able, I had Graph, so if I was able to make Big Graph, whatever his name is, like Graph, Dragon Over King guy of Dark World. Did I kill him? No. Yeah, I don't know if I can make him. I had the quick play spell to make the fusion guy, and I also had Book of Moon. So game 1, he goes special summon Fenrir. All right, I'm like, all right, Book of Moon. Set 2 packs. I'm like, all right, cool. I then proceed to kill him on turn 3, because fortunately with Kashtira, if you Book of Moon one guy, not always. If they have the continuous spell that lets them normal summon a level 7, and what's it called? Wait, damn it. Was that door that I tried to open that was locked on the right openable now? I wasn't paying attention. I was just going all the way down. No? Huh? How does this door open? Alright, we'll go this way instead. But yeah, Book of Moon Kashtira, he doesn't have the continuous spell, he's fucked. If he has a way to get to what's it called? The level, the Vsauce Kashtira card, the one that can like special summon itself, I suppose you can keep going. But obviously that was not the case. Oh shit. I should have known that was gonna happen. Alright, well, I definitely want an energy tank, so we're gonna go back there for that. But yeah, Book of Moon Fenrir, kill him next turn. Game 2, he wins because, so I'd forgotten last that I needed to buy or no, I had actually bought it, but last time I played at locals, I'd forgotten to bring or put in my side deck Chaos Hunter. Now, game 2, I did lose because I Chaos Huntered at the wrong time. Now, Chaos Huntering at the wrong time is not the best case thing to happen because, well, you know, you like to actually stop your opponent from making plays, but he was able to Barone making Barone with like a Fenrir or something and an Ash Blossom he normal summoned, so fair enough on him. So I lost game 2. Game 3, yeah, I know. Wall jump time. Game 2 or 3, I was able to win because this time I went first. I'm pretty sure he trolled me. I think. Wait. Was I supposed to keep going up there? No. What? Or this is where we go get the. This is how we get the. We'll go back around again because I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to keep going up. But yeah, this game 3, I'm pretty sure he drolls me or something, because of course this is the droll format. And I hit him with the old. I'm like, all right, whatever. I guess I've got some. I forget what I have on field. I have some monster on field. Might be Bigfoot again. It's always Bigfoot. I get speed booster here. Nah, okay, I didn't need it. So he drolls me or something. I'm like, all right, sure, whatever, go ahead. He goes, something. This time I wait for him to go into Shangri-La, right? Or is it Shangri-Era? I forget. The big orbital cannon thing. I wait for him to go into that. Then I use Chaos Hunter. And then he's like able to summon Fenrir or something, and then he has to pass. Because fortunately, I don't think he had the field spell at the time, so he wasn't getting the buff to attack. No, I think at that time he was unable to. I think he summoned Fenrir next turn because he was able to stop me from doing stuff again. Oh, also the fact that Shankra, what's him called? He had the field spell already, but the fact that it's this 3,000 defense point guy, that also needs to be able to protect itself twice and also potentially gets a buff from the field spell is very tedious to deal with. Anyway, he's able to protect. For like a turn. Turn 3, I guess. I'm able to actually start doing stuff, but I'm not able to actually help the Shangri-La era, whatever it's called. Okay, this might take me a second, by the way. All right, there we go. Okay, that's how we get back out. Wait. Oh, is there something like here? No. Give me the screw attack spin, please. I know you can just use one wall. Okay, wait. I think I've... Shit, why did I let myself fall all the way down like that? But anyway, no! Okay, I thought that was gonna be possible. I don't know how to get in there then. And I'm not gonna waste my... It might be like... this or something. I can check. Would you please? Alright. But yeah, turn 3, I'm not able to out the Shangri-La era, whatever it's called. And he gets to go back, but so during my turn, I'm able to, because I still have Chaos Hunter in the field, obviously, so not able to banish anything, because he was able to summon, like, what, Fenrir or something, on, my turn, you know, good old Orbital Cannon, summon guys from deck effect, quite annoying. So he has, like, Fenrir on field, he's able, and I'm pretty sure he's able to get the Unicorn on his next turn, but anyway, so he has Fenrir, but he's not able to banish anything because of Chaos Hunter. So I'm like, all right, go into using like 2 Mothmans, I think. Where was the thing? Is it further right still? Yeah, okay. Using 2 Mothmans, I go into Baguska. I'm like, all right, well, you know, Baguska's not negating, doesn't negate the effect of whatchamacallit, the thing, the guy, Chaos Hunter's effect, which is good. Okay. Bomb here just in case. So we've got the implied effect of all monsters in defense position, their effects are negated, but also Chaos Hunter, he can't banish cards. So I'm like, all right, I feel pretty safe. So he basically just doesn't do anything for a turn. I think I still think he summons Unicorn, I think, that turn, I think. Hello? Do I need to let go of B? Wait, how, how, is there a specific gimmick to doing this in Super Metroid that I'm forgetting? Yeah, I know you hit down. What do you want from me? I know what I'm supposed to do here. There we go. Why was that so difficult? There was no items down there, huh? Maybe there is an item down there. But, yeah, so I basically Baguska him. I'm like, all right, cool. So he goes another turn, basically isn't able to do anything. Thank goodness for, Floodgate monsters, I suppose, to stop the most annoying deck I've ever played against. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, I don't know, man. Why is it being so difficult? If I'm gonna have to do, every time I try to do the Shine Spark in this game, it's being annoying, doesn't bode well. Please. What are you doing? Why are you... Please. Please. What? I know! I need to crouch! That's what I did before! I've Shine Sparked in fucking Zero Mission. Okay. Again, was that so hard? Whatever, again, it doesn't really matter to me if I'm able to find the stuff I want to find. Is there anything in here besides going down? I don't think so. But yeah, you know, get rid of Guy, get rid of Guy. Am I able to get this, by the way? If I can, okay. I can just get this. That'd be nice. Don't have to worry about it later. Okay, let's. Okay, let's do this. Nope. Come on, I can do this. I'll definitely do this. No, come on. Okay, let's try this. I feel like I can just maybe possibly bear. No, okay. I know definitely you can make this. There we go. It's just some missiles, but we'll take missiles. All right, now that we're out of dealing with Shine Spark nonsense for some reason not working the way it should. So I summon Baguska, he goes, can't do anything. Back to my turn. I'm like, all right, well, obviously I switched Baguska to attack position, so I'm like, all right, we can start clearing stuff. So I do more comboing things. I'm like, all right, I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill this turn, because he has too much annoyance. Like, he's got like 4 monsters on field, so I'm like, all right, well, what to do here? Not much I can really do. I do finish up getting rid of Shangri-La era, using, I go into a Koshkick Magician. Of course. We can go down here now. Going to the Akashic Magician, fortunately, his Shangri-La era is in a position where Akashic Magician works. Very convenient. I appreciate it. Bounce it back to extra deck so that I don't have to deal with that anymore. No more summoning guys. I'm able to, like, pop all of his stuff except for the field spell, I think, which I'm not too concerned about. I get rid of the continuous spell, so I'm like, oh, good. No more continuous spell. Oh, this is how we get into this room. Oh, okay, we can actually do that. Mega Bomb? Super Bomb? It's one of the invisible things. Okay. Wait, oh. I assume that I need the gravity suit because this is speed booster. Really? No? What? Oh, this is a speed booster, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Well, what can you do? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this room right now, it's fine. But yeah, Cosmic Magician, bounce back, and then what I do is I go use a Koshkick, I think. I forget which specific monsters I used. Except for one, I think, a Koshkick Magician, and Baguska to go into Muckraker. And then I use Muckraker to put Baguska back in defense position. So then he's Baguska again, even though I swapped my Baguska to attack to do stuff to kill him. So that I thought was a pretty funny move. Because, you know, Baguska's a fiend. So I was like, oh, yeah, okay, we can just lock him down again. Fair enough. Be a bit rude and mean and evil. And again, to Kashtira, no mercy for Kashtira. But yeah, that game was game 1 determined by Book of Moon. Good old Book of Moon, right? Game 2, I lost, like I said, and then game 3, it was just locking him down with the correctly timed Chaos Hunter, so that I was able to get into a position where they would actually start doing some killing and stuff. So yeah, the fact that I was able to beat Cashier with Dark World was pretty nice. Never even got to go into a Rise Heart, which is always a good feeling. Oh, sure. I mean, I don't think there's any other items we can get over here that I don't recall, but I could be wrong. Okay, and then the game against Sword Soul. Now, Sword Soul was much more of a game that I was like, that was a game to, like, for the ages. That was a game I had to fucking fight tooth and nail for, because I'll tell you, I lost game 1. So I was in a losing position. I was able to come back from it, which I was very gratified with. Again, winning first local is pretty nice. Like, again, I don't play the best decks, mostly on purpose. I'm like, I like the fun decks. I like Pendulums. Dark Worlds is kind of fun. Again, definitely Dark Worlds is my best deck, and then Weather Painters is like the kind of control-y, floodgatey deck I play. But, so game 1, I lose pretty... He just, like, has so much interaction that I'm just not able to get through all of it. Because he goes first. Game 2, I go first. And I forget specifically what happens. I'm pretty sure I get drolled. But I'm able to, like, set up the big grappa, I think. So I'm able to, like, negate something. So what ends up happening is we get back to turn 3. And I still have, like, a board, and I got cards in hand. Which is good, so I'm able to actually do stuff. I'm pretty sure we go back into Norfair now, by the way. I think. Yeah, actually, I just remembered where I'm supposed to go, by the way. I've just been kind of wandering around picking stuff up. But anyway, game 2, I was able to pick up because of the beauty of Cerulean Silva. Because what happens is I'm going third, but I'm not able to kill, but I'm able to, like, clear his board. He's got 2 cards in hand. And the thing about Sword Soul is really good at just, like, doing a thing and getting back in the game because of the whole fact that as long as you got worms in hand, you're able to special summon guys and make more synchro monsters. And typically, if you got, like, maybe if you have Moe, you just normal summon Moe and you're like, ah, fuck. Especially if they have 10Ys in the graveyard to, like, get them back to the hand or whatever that guy 10Y does that, because I don't play Sword Soul. So what I do is on my 3rd turn, I'm able to clear his board, but in the process, also summon Ceruli to his field, dump Silva. He has 2 cards in hand. I get the last 2 cards out of his hand, and I'm like, all right, back to you. You've got 0 cards in hand. You're on turn 4, but you're not able to do anything because you've got 1 card in hand. And that gets me game 2. So that's really where I feel like you won't always expect it, but ooh, sometimes I appreciate Cerulean Silva, even if I'm not doing the hand loop. Game 3, I don't remember the specifics of the main game. He definitely went first. I was able to out most of the board on turn 2. In fact, most of the board, I think. Then I set up a reasonable board in the sense that I don't have, like, many negates on the field. I think I have Big Grappa. But then he is on his turn 4. No, wait. On his turn 3, he's able to summon Baxia, return Big Grappa, and something else. I think probably the field spell, if I had to guess, to the deck. Comes back around to my turn. I have another field spell in hand. I'm pretty sure it's actually, funnily enough, I think it's the 3rd field spell. It's like he was able to negate 1, I was able to get another one. And then, is there anything over here, by the way? Besides a dead tooth monster? No. Okay, yeah, so it's on the 3rd field spell, and I'm able to get, Big Grappa onto the field again, but that's it. Fortunately, he's, like, down to no cards. So I'm like, all right, cool. Go ahead. And he basically just draws nothing for the next couple turns, and I keep swinging with a monster with 3,800 attack, because Big Grappa, Fusion Grappa is, how much? He's 3,200, and buffed by the field spell, he's 3,000. Oh, he's 3,500, not 3,800. A little off there. But, you know, it's still pretty good. So I'm able to swing in with a 3,500 monster, which is pretty, if you don't have, like, effects to get rid of it, is very annoying to deal with. But he keeps having monsters he can set, so I'm like, all right, come on, give me something, give me something. And I keep drawing dangers, and I'm like, all right, well, dangers are cool and all, but, like, sure, I can get, what's-it-called, Jackalope to get something, and then do, Nessie to get Bigfoot, and then Bigfoot to just discard and pop a card, which is good, I guess. Not immediately winning me the game, because I still can't kill yet. But then on final turn I kill, he sent another guy. I'm like, all right, well, I've got Big Grappa. And I draw... Jackalope. And I'm like, okay. So I use good old Jackalope to discard himself because he's the only card in hand. Again, I had Field Spell this entire time, buffing up Grappa, which was, nice. I appreciate it, made him bigger. But also I wasn't drawing a single Dark World card. If I drawn any, well, except for Genta. Genta was still in deck. If I drawn any Dark World card that wasn't Genta, I could have banished some fiend in my graveyard. I presume I had a, what's my guy? I don't know where I'm going, by the way. Am I going the correct direction? I don't think so. Oh, wait, I think I was supposed to be at the save point. If I went straight down from there. We're supposed to be in Norfair. I know that's where I'm supposed to be. Okay. But yeah, I use Chupacabra to summon Bigfoot, and Grappa together was enough to kill him. So the fact that I was finally able to win a local is very nice, very nice. I appreciate the Dark Worlds for getting me there. I appreciate that one game where Ceruli and Sylvie were able to, or Silva were able to get me the necessary cards out of my opponent's hand, so he wasn't able to do anything on turn 3 or 4 or whatever it was. I'm forgetting it at the time now that I'm not correctly telling the story and remembering who went first and second in that game. Yeah, Dark World's Hay is a pretty good deck, all things considered. Not quite as good in Match Duel. You don't have Silva, which is fine. You can make do. I just use gold or the other one that does the same thing, where if it's discarded, just special summons. And one of my favorite things, honestly, about Dark World is Dark World's really good at going second, which is very nice. It's a very, very, very nice that you can do that. Now, if your opponent's playing Kashtira, it's harder to do. Though if you draw a Kaiju, because one of the best things to do in Kashtira is to main deck, the Kaiju name escapes me. It's like the Shadow Kaiju or whatever. You side deck him, because you're able to banish him off of cards like Allure of Darkness, and you can also banish him off of Gates of Dark World. So good to have. Go down here? Okay. No, wait. I don't think we can open this from this side, can we? Where am I? We're supposed to be in Norfair. I know we're supposed to be in Norfair. Which direction am I supposed to go, though? Missing something crucial. This is, again, the fact that I haven't played this game in quite a while is coming through. I know Metroid 1 and 2 way better, and Metroid Fusion is linear enough where it's not too big of a concern. Now let's do a little more of a fine-tooth comb process here, because obviously that's what we need to do now. So much for finishing this game in one stream, I suppose. I guess give me some health. Blow it up again? Am I supposed to have the wave beam by now? Let me look at, okay, considering the fact I'm a bit confused, let me just make sure. Metroid, where do you get the wave beam in this game again? Or Metroid, this is the only one with something that comes before it. Super Metroid wave beam. Where the hell do you get the wave beam again? Wave beams, waving location, close to where you get the speed booster. The first door on the right, you reach the green room. What's the green room to pick this one? Uh. Hmm. Okay, no, we're not supposed to have the weight beam at this point. We're technically... Okay, I can technically go get it. But like I said, I'm just going for, like, dev progression. Um... Wait, I am supposed to have the wave beam. Huh? Wait. Is the game expecting you to wall? This is where I'm supposed to go. I guess the game expects you to wall jump or something? Interesting. I did not realize that. Huh? This doesn't seem right, though. It's that door, I think? I didn't realize that... I didn't remember that this was the order. I guess whatever, it's fine. We're getting them really, really close proximity to each other. I'm not going all the way fucking around again. Okay, let me hold run a bit. Oh, no, I don't think I can use using these as platforms is the best idea. So we'll try to kill them if you find it necessary. Okay, cool. Then we go down here, and it's just this big door room with the fallable stuff. I mean, the fallable stuff. Yeah, very, very descriptive. I mean, the place where you can drop all of the spikes. I get the game is expecting you to wall jump here. Again, I don't feel like that was how I remembered it being, but I mean, if that's what you do. Oh no, they want you to ice beam here. I see. Think. No, okay, maybe not. Well, I guess we have to go get the weight beam, so... Sure, whatever, I'll do it. Why not? Maybe you're able to get a speed boost in here? I doubt it. But anyway, I guess that's the whole Yu-Gi-Oh conversation. So I have gotten second place with weather painters before at my locals. Again, my decks aren't the best. And I have to deal with the fact that it's cached hero format. So the only deck that I really need to top left with is Pendulum Magicians, which makes sense that that's the last one to be a... Could we please? This is going to be a hindrance on my sanity, isn't it? The fact that I have to take... This doesn't seem right. How am I supposed to get through there if I don't have the wave beam? I mean, this is clearly a point where you're supposed to use the grappling hook, huh? I guess we get to see the death animation, huh? That's good. Oh, right. The reserve tank. I forgot about that. How am I so bad? Whatever. There you go, death animation. Anyway, yeah, the fact that I only need to return the game. Yes, I still feel like it's not the way I'm supposed to go. Right? Let me double check this. Like, I can do it this way. I just need to be a little better about it. Metroid. Super Metroid. Grapple beam. Like, I don't man, it's been so long since I played this game. Yeah, sure, whatever. Shut up. Yep. Yep. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. Well, that would explain it. Right. Again, one of those things about old Super Nintendo games and Nintendo games, they typically aren't very oh, wait. speaking of things, that I kind of just walked past, is these games aren't always super descriptive, and they're kind of intended for you to like kind of run around and like actually figure stuff out. Oh, this is just a map room. Figure stuff out on your own, which is fair enough. Certainly, cool in its own regard. But when you're me, who's played this game before, but with just enough memory to be like, I remember these things, but not enough memory to like 100% memorize things that are actually a bit cryptic if you think about it for a second. This is where we're supposed to go, by the way. It can put me a bit of a strain on my old memory. Like, oh yeah, this way, right. Because again, Super Metroid is the one that I have the least fond memories of. And again, having played it twice, I was like, I think I'm good. And I played Dread once, but it's also more recent, and it's also not as cryptic as an old Super Nintendo game. This is also technically the oldest Metroid game we're playing, because Dread. Super Metroid doesn't have a remake, which is fine, it functions. It'd be cool to have a Super Metroid remake with more fluid controls. Again, being the only complaint I really have. But is not necessary. You want me to run, do you? That's fine. I can run. I can blitz through all my enemies. Oh yeah, this definitely want me to run through there. Alright, hello. Where am I, specifically? There's a save point up here. Cool. What's to the right? More stuff. Okay, let's go save real quick, just because why not? Also, I was about to say, let's see if there's any secret walls here, but there's no item description or item indicator on the wall here, so never mind. I'm just being an idiot. But yeah, Super Metroid is the oldest Metroid game we're gonna play because it's the only one that doesn't have a remake that is kind of necessary to play, and it also is just functional anyway, so, you know. Is this the first Super Nintendo game we're playing? Now that I think about it. I think so, right? Have I played any Super Nintendo remakes? I don't know. Hello. How's it going? Alright, how am I supposed to do this boss fight again? Like, yeah, like this. And we just slowly but surely do this. Nope. Go backwards. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go like, super missiles, yeah. Push it back even further. Unfortunately, I have a respectable number of super missiles at this point. So we're not losing too much here. Good timing there. Oh, come on, it was almost good timing. Oh, alright, good enough. Just keep on slowly but surely pushing back here. This is certainly, again, Metroid boss design before Samus Returns 101 here. We're having a great old time fighting Crocmire, I think. Croc-O-Mire, maybe? Come on, hurry up. Hello? Oh my god, this is so tedious. Yep. Are you done? Alright, there we go. Perfect. Just takes a little while to do that. Fun down in there in the lava? Guess not. Alright, cool. Anyway, why is there an item here? Wait, it says there's an item right here. What the hell? I don't remember that. Okay. That's fine. Ow. Yeah, I know. So how did a collection of bones get over there? collection of dead bones. Whatever. Man, I assume most people would be like, oh, Super Metroid doesn't need a remake. I mean, I kind of agree in the sense that, like, again, it's very playable. But I still think it's the worst one. Just by, again, the fact that it is really annoying to play because it's so clunky. I mean, if you play this game over and over and over and over and over again, yeah, sure. I suppose you'll eventually master the movement, but it's not really the kind of movement that I have the enjoyment of taking time to learn. You follow? I'm pretty sure this is a self-contained area. I also don't think we can get up there right now, if I recall correctly. Pretty sure we need the grappling beam. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we can grapple beam onto that thing, too. Alright, downwards we go. Now let's go make sure we don't forget to go get the wave beam, by the way. Since I do know where that is, since I was like, where the fuck do I get the wave beam? We come back this way. Fair enough. There's your little, that's the whole grappling beam tutorial section. The classic. Energy tank. I mean, considering the fact we the fact we just fought a boss, I'm assuming we're gonna get an energy tank here in a second. That's always what they do. Granted, we still need what? 9 more energy tanks? Ew. I was expecting speed boost or something, but I guess not. Missiles. Oh wow, this is again what? Okay, if I had to make a guess, I'd say about 80% of the upgrades you can get in this game are missiles. Maybe a little less, like 70%. The other 30% would be split between energy tanks, super missiles, and power bombs. And a very few select other non-necessary progression upgrade items like the charge beam or the spacer beam. And what, 2 more? I think there's 2 more non-necessary upgrades. I don't remember if the wave beam is required for progression. I could not tell you. I'm pretty sure these are speed boost blocks, right? They're power bomb blocks. Okay. Sure, you want me to blow up some power bomb stuff first, so I can speed boost through these things. Yes, I can deal. I can get some missiles back. Sure, first, why not? Waste my time. No, of course. What else would I do? But do a massive jump. Could you go away? I don't have. Man, you know one of the nicest things about Dread and Samus Returns, besides the boss. Nope, I messed up. Besides the boss fights, is the. Granted, you have to stand still to do it, but the 360-degree aiming, it's very nice. Very, very handy. How did I mess that up? Am I a fool? An idiot? Perhaps. I won't deny. I'll accept whatever comes my way. Let's not mess this up again. There we go. Is that so hard? Yes, very. That was impossible, actually. Yay, grapple beam. Another thing to select the select. Whoa! It's almost like it's called select. I'm pretty sure it's a whole X, right? So I need to make sure that I remember her right. Also, real quick. Okay, there's no items down there. I need to make sure I remember right. Right bumper is aim up. Granted, when I'm in any section where I really actually need to use the... that was the wrong button. Where I actually need to use the grapple beam, I'm not too concerned about that because... you know, I will just need to probably try it a couple times anyway, but it's worth remembering. Hey, is looking up in Xenogears, Armored Core also right trigger or whatever? Nope. I guess it's technically bumper. They didn't have. The PS1 didn't have trigger. No shit. I need to remember to hold X, not let go of it. I've never particularly liked the grapple beam. My favorite upgrade. It's certainly something, I guess. Oh, super missile, sure. Thank goodness I actually have some. Or else I'd have to go all. It looked actually there might have been spawner guys down there. I think in the water. All right, so there's something on the top left here. Obviously, grapple beam material. I mean, the ability to do grapple beam will probably get us for us. All right, we're gonna grapple onto the moving guy. Oh, he freezes when we do this? That's fine, I guess. Nope, yeah, obviously when we're doing the grapple beam, you have to release at the correct time to get the correct, correct angle of throwing yourself. I don't know what you call that. Momentum, I guess. Makes sense, but not really super descriptive. I'll take power bombs. Can I get more super missiles, please? Have I only gotten the one super missile tank? No, I got 2? 3. Can I check that, actually? Samus. Doesn't say. Does it not say? Okay, well. I guess you can see that we have 1 reserve tank out of 4. I guess it tells you how many reserve tanks there are. Spoilers. Ridiculous. This game from when did Super Metroid come out? Great question. Got no answer for you, considering the fact that, one of my weaknesses with everything is always dates. I'm like, oh yeah, if I know the date, if it's a really important date, I can typically remember it, but otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't count on me to remember the dates of things. I like history and stuff, but you asked me to tell me what the date of anything is, I'm like, that's a good question. What year? Could be any year, really. Could be anywhere from the beginning of time to today, for all that I know. But yeah. Okay, if I had to take a shot in the dark, so... I think it came out in, like, 92? Maybe a little later than that. 93? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we can just do this, honestly. No need to use the grapple beam. I mean, you can. I didn't really do that. I didn't jump at the right time, so we kind of went flying off into the lava instead of jumping gracefully over, but whatever. What do you want from me? I'm not gonna give you much. Alright, well, anyway. Nope. Alright, so we can either go up here, which is the quick way out. We can go right, which is the... it looks like there might be an item over here, so let's go up first. But obviously, let's not go through the one-way door without the spacer beam. I mean, actually, it's not that big of a deal, because we can just go get the spacer beam and go through the other door, which I think connects to here. But, let's just make sure. Because I do want to explore this section. No. No, right. You know, I just was talking about the fact that it's up, not down. Alright, multi-grappling through multiple targets isn't super difficult, but I just, again, have to make sure you're playing. Okay. Oh, wow, missiles. Surprising. So, is this going to turn into a blue button if I shoot it with a super missile? No. It's unfortunate. I would have liked it if it was. But you can't have everything. Alright, let's go this way now. I got more missiles. What's our missile count at? Okay, so we clearly have more than... we do definitely have more than 5 super missiles. How much exactly? I feel like it might be 15. We're at 10 right now, so if we get any more, we'd know we're at least at 15. Can I see one more, please? I'd appreciate it. I mean, I'll take health too, I suppose. Nope. Can't kill you, but we can at least keep you from interfering from and annoying me. You go right first, I think. It looks like. Yeah. Nope, I didn't actually need to do that. Does that affect the reserve tank too? I think. No, don't you dare. Fucking asshole. Yeah, see, in between the two grabber things is much better. Okay, this takes me to here instead. That's fine. I don't really need to go through that passageway. It's just another way to get down, and I know that once I have the wave beam, I can open it up anyway. I didn't see that door before, so... Alright, which way's quickest, right or left? Right? Yeah. I wonder if that area would have been any easier to go through if I had the wave beam. Who knows? I didn't do it. I did it in progression order. Again, any order you do is technically progressing. You're progressing. But you know, again, you know what I mean. Ah, shit, wait, no, I didn't want to do that. Man, it'll be nice when we have the gravity suit. We don't have to deal with stuff like lava. And you always get the Varia suit so early. I'm trying to think of the game where you get the Varia suit the latest. Like, it's always cool to think of, like, early game up. It's always cool to find the game, the Metroid game, where they give you the early game upgrade later, and the later game upgrade early. Like, is there any... It'd be cool if you got, like, the gravity suit for some reason really early, so you can go through water and stuff sooner, but, like, heat is still a problem. But I don't think... Because... you just said the gravity suit would also help against heat, but it's always, like, cold. Well, okay, always cold. And... fusion, it protects against cold. Which is... something. I guess. Wait, does it do that in Dread as well? I don't remember. Anyway. Alright, easy enough. Yay! Oh, okay. Yeah, make me shoot fine for that. I think you can use one super missile on a regular missile door too. But who cares? Yeah, wave beam, cool. So now it's wavy. Always check anyway, right? Okay, it looks like super. We only have 10 super missiles. I gotta get more super missiles. Nope. I don't really need to do this, but I think it's better. And hey, we can shoot through walls now. Exciting stuff. Ooh, okay, now we have the space again. So we go save this. We go to turn off. We go to this. So this just looks like, okay, so it's the old wiggly attack. And what's it look like when we do the charge attack? A double wiggly attack. Sure, I guess. I do think the beam system is a little cool. I don't see what the point of it is. But it's cool that you can, like, turn off beams and do, like, different, distinct-ish stuff. I feel like the wave beam isn't super... The spacer beam isn't super necessary for using... the thing, because, I mean, it already wiggles back and forth, so, like, I don't know. It's, like, not like you're gonna miss your target. But, I mean, you can, but it's much less likely than you'd think. Okay, we do have at least, like, 15. That's good. What's over here? Have we got super missiles? Please, because super missiles are actually very handy during boss fights. Regular missiles, why must you torture me? Stop, get off the lava. Get off the lava? We're not stable to stand on it. Cool if we could ice beam the lava. But I don't think the ice beam's that cold. Power bomb. And this is why we check these things. No, wait, oh, I still have this on. Hey, you stay right there. Seahorse guy. Oh, wait, what's this? I don't... Oh, reserve tank. I forgot that they put the reserve tanks in the item slot thing. Sure, I guess that's cool. Reserve tanks are always a fun little addition. Oh, what the? Okay, sure. I mean, that's why power bombs are the way. Follow the light of the power bomb, and you will never be disappointed. Nope. Get. Stop. Oh man. Can't get the gravity suit soon enough. Also considering the fact that also have the gravity suit, like water regularly. And although again, we'll talk about the game with worse movement coupled with water. Not a great combination. Fastest way to get back would be going like this. We don't go through extra rooms. We just go through. Oh, actually, I don't think we're going through any extra rooms. It's just less annoying rooms, and we also have a speed boost room. I mean, again, I could go down there. But what's the point, right? Now, give me some super missiles, please. It's just power bombs. Sure. I mean, again, power bombs are nice to have. Always check for items. Hey, we can save. Also, so when we saw the death animation, you see that Samus is wearing like the black, like, what would you call it? Like sports bra and pants or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's the last game before the Zero Suit is introduced, because the game that came out after this was Fusion and Super Metroid, right? Or not Super Metroid, Prime? Or was it Zero Mission that introduced the Zero Suit? I don't know. I feel like... No, because in... I don't know, because in Fusion she's wearing the Metroid-y looking armor. But I don't know how much that carries over to the death animation. The Zero Suit is definitely in Zero Mission, obviously. You run around as Zero Suit Samus for a while. But... Was it I don't think it was Prime either. Was it Fusion or was it Zero Mission that introduced the Zero Suit? I don't know. I cannot remember. Oh well, I don't think it's super important. Obviously it's not Metroid 1, because she's like got green hair and a purple outfit or pink outfit in Metroid 1, which is always funny. Good old NES stuff, with its initial design that gets changed later, like the fact that Kirby was originally just gray, later gets turned into like the pink form he is now. Though granted, I think that was on... When did they change that specifically? I don't know. Oh, okay, there we go. And then, obviously, like, there's a lot of characters that have their design changed from the NES version. And obviously, like I said before, Samus is wearing different clothing under her regular suit. What's it called again, realistically? What's the base suit called? It's the Varia suit that she's using right now, but, and the gravity suit later. What's the base suit called? Just a power suit or something? I think. Maybe. Out of the way, light bug. I've got interesting item to get. No. Oh yeah, you can just do this. I just remembered. Wouldn't recommend though. Don't do it too quickly. Okay. Oh, they're gonna force me to go back up this way, huh? Alright, stay away from me. Alright, good. Close enough. No! How did I mess that up there at the very end? Okay, this time, I can't mess it up. Incredible. Everything I do, somehow I mess up at least once. That's not quite true, but close enough. Alright, we get a pretty cool upgrade in here. There we go. The fact that those little pillar things are in this game always throws me a bit off. Alright, X-ray scope. Final thing that comes up on the select bar. Now we can see invisible stuff, which is cool. I guess. Right? I mean, it's something. It certainly helps. And move out of the way, you dumb pillar. So we go like, oh, we can see things. Crazy. Look at that X-ray scope. This is certainly the most unique see-through walls thing. Again, just power bombs is quicker. It's nice to have. Alright, now let's actually try and get out of this. Okay, wait. You wait for yourself to swing forward, and then you release, and, like, yeah, there we go. And you also have a bit of momentum, so, that also works. Alright. Oh, power bomb, sure, I'll take it. Health, sure. Okay, I'd like to keep a guy alive, so I like to see the plat. Stop. Right, I forgot. Power bomb for some reason. Why couldn't it just be a breakable block? That was a power bomb door right here, so obviously I wouldn't be able to get in the door without power bomb. So I'm like, no, we gotta make you break the power bomb thing every time. I get you, game. We can also go back this way now, finally, which is good, but I don't know if there's anything specifically I really care about getting over here right now. There's like that, which I think we can get, and we can't get the thing over here because you need the gravity suit for that. Yeah, I don't think I care. I don't know how good I've been doing on collecting stuff, honestly. Again, we're just getting what we're getting. It'll all work out. Oh, good. I'm gonna go to this room again, my favorite. Oh, flowers. Every time there's plants in a game, they're always the worst thing to ever exist. Hey, again, the fact that we have the wave beat now is very convenient. Seize your aggression. I would not appreciate getting mauled to death by a damn flower. There was something else down here, right? I'm pretty sure we got everything that was down there. Nope. Speaking of flowers and damaging me. Okay, good. A save point, just to be safe. I'm playing it. I always, whenever I play a game where you end up with a lot of health, I start to play really recklessly because I'm like, oh, I have a lot of wiggle room to work with, and then I just start taking tons of damage. I'm like, oh, I'm almost dead. How'd that happen? I wonder. How are we doing on time, by the way? I don't think we're gonna be able to finish this today. I might have to just be like, all right, we're still enough of this game left that I'll have to save here, finish it like in an hour or something, and then move on to the next game on Saturday. We'll see. I definitely don't think I'm gonna be able to get through what's left of this game in an hour and 15 minutes. Again, based on the time we've been making so far. Oh, let me blow that open real quick. Just so that it is open. I don't know if it matters. But oh right. The fact that the power bombs are no longer immediately followed by the main beam is saddening. But we'll make do. Alright, real quick. No, never mind. Real quick. Let's go get all of our missiles and health. I actually don't. What's our current missile cap at? I guess we'll get to know what all of our maximum stuff is here in a second. Okay, go back up here. Gotta love the ship, right? It gives you all your ammo, save, health, all that stuff. It's got a virtual arsenal in there, which is funny considering the fact that, hey, Samus, how do you restock on missiles if, you didn't have missiles prior to coming here, huh? This video game discrepancy stuff that, you don't have to think about. Alright, 85 missiles, 15 super missiles, 20. Can I get more super missiles, please? Appreciate it. Very much so. But again, at this point, like, oh, if we get more missiles, I guess it's cool. We're about to get actually more missiles, because I know there's some in this room. But I have have some super missiles, please? Please. Please have some super missiles. Come on. I love the super missiles. They're very helpful. They do a lot more damage to the boss than everything else I have. The boss is than everything else. No! Than everything else I have currently. I mean, the beams can do okay damage, but they're more of like a last resort thing. Nope. Fuck. Okay, I actually do need to swing there. Unfortunate. Why couldn't it be simple, right? Like, why couldn't I just do things the easy way? There we go. What? I forget if the cracked ones mean any. Oh, they break after a little bit, but not a terribly long time. Okay, well, welcome to this place, which I think is technically still not a new area. We're still in. Oh, Brinstar is the one right below here. This is criteria. Yeah. Because multiple craters. Woo! Okay, can this get me anything? I don't think so. Unless there's something up here. No, there's like a ceiling in here, even though it looks like it's open sky. I think in the water. Nope. Hey, let's stay out of the water then. Sounds like a good plan to me. Alright. Can you make it across any of these jumps without the grapple beam? Possibly, if you're really precise with your, wall jumps. That was perfect. But let's not test our luck. And welcome to new area, right? Yeah, this is called the wrecked ship. And this is, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the ship that you blow up at the end of Zero Mission. Wait, doesn't this, like, advance you 1 frame faster or something if you do this, I think, is another speedrun trick? I mean, sure. I mean, do whatever you want. Sounds like a lot of needless, busy work to me. I wonder if the, there's actual... Oh. Okay. I wonder if there's actually any, I think we go down first? Any, shared design between this ship and, oh. Yeah, whoa, ghosts. Between this ship and, the one in Zero Mission. Yeah, there's something to the right, but there's also something down. Which way is the correct direction? Damn, I don't remember. We're gonna choose the wrong direction, aren't we? I don't know. I definitely remember these things from Zero Mission, those trash can robot things. I don't think we can do anything in here right now. I think. Yeah, robots in the way. Trash can robots in the way. Fine, fine. We'll go the correct direction then, if you insist. Could you just why can't you just let me open with the beams, huh? It won't be that hard, but no. The beams are really too convenient, you know? Of course. No, get ghosts. Yeah, spawn right in front of me and take some damage off. Why don't you? I think we go right from here, if I recall correctly. There's nothing left. Maybe there's a save room? No, the save room was turned off. There's a map, which we can't use. The power is off. Whoa, it's so creepy, isn't it? I don't think I've ever been scared by a game still. It just doesn't seem like me. Even as a kid, I don't remember. Hello? I was saying, let me in. Oh, sure. Okay. As always, a big eyeball door indicates major boss time. Pretty sure... Wait. How are you supposed to fight this guy again? Hey. I think we just use regular missiles on this guy, honestly. Ah, big ghost. Hello. I think we can kill these things. Kill fires, so to speak. I don't remember them. Okay, yeah, we're gonna definitely be using super missiles here. Oh, I just remembered how you're supposed to deal with this. Nope. Yeah, you just iframe through this somehow with a charged attack. You switch back to super missiles. Okay, and then he does that. Okay. It looks like 3 super missiles will do the job. This is why we like super missiles. I forget when I learned that you use the pseudo screw attack to iframe through this. It's certainly a cool effect. I can't. The game is lagging to hell. Alright, show up. Let me shoot you. Where are you? Fantoon! There you go. Alright, I guess he's not dead yet. Come on. I should turn the moonwalk off, by the way. It's not actually helpful. Very unhelpful, in fact. Yes. Fires. I guess we'll get some health from it. Alright, you dead. Ow. This is incredible. Oh my god, I gotta turn the moonwalk off. It's not helping matters. This boss is taking 10 years. Every time I start shooting, the game lags so hard. Oh, God. Alright, you've got to be dead. Okay, he's dead. I might actually, next time I save, just reboot real quick so I can get that thing turned off real quick. And he's... Yeah, it sucks. Alright, hey, power's turned on. Cool, let's go save. Please. I gotta turn this thing off. It's awful. Super bomb. Power bomb. Nothing? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, all the defenses and shit is turned on now. These guys are not a problem. Really either of them, but we give them, I guess, a little bit of respect. The respect of let's just not let them hit us anyway. No reason to take unnecessary damage. Map data complete. Whoa, that's not very much. Pretty sure this is, from what I recall, a very small area. Get out of the way so I can kill this thing. Thanks. Yeah, I like some health back, too. Oh no, it's the O's. Oh, these guys shoot the O's? It's like Mother Brain all over again. Or the donuts. Now we should be able to go left real quick. We should be able to go to the right, possibly get something. Super missiles. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm very pleased. Blow her up. You know, I can't, once I've, you know, the only Metroidvania I've, played that's not Metroid so far. Actually, there was 2 of them. It was Ori and, Ori and, Hollow Knight. Which is, okay. Can I kill you? Yes. Just it's a mild frustration. With Ori and, Hollow Knight, which is... Oh, they shoot the donuts. No shit. Oh, okay, there you go. Hey, like a little Metroid computer brain thing. But yeah, so far I've only played Hollow Knight and Ori as Metroidvanias besides Metroid. And it's kind of one of those things where, like, I don't want to play a lot of boomer shooters or classic first-person shooters, whatever you want to call them, before I played, like, Doom, because Doom is, like, the progenitor, or Doom 2, really. Because Doom 2 is really, like, the progenitor of everything, really. And I feel like Super Metroid is kind of important in that respect. Like, again, I still think this is a good game. I'm having fun. Again, I just think every Metroid game is better. But I think that the Super Metroid and kind of this Metroid as a series is kind of important to the Metroidvania genre as a whole also. Granted, I have played some other Metroidvania games. I have also played some other shooters, like Half-Life and Halo 1. But, okay, wait. Let's go save first. I gotta turn this damn moonwalk off. But I guess technically Castlevania Symphony of the Night, if you want to include that, because I know Castlevania wasn't a Metroidvania until Symphony of the Night. And I feel like it's good to have, like, these, like, kind of landmark creators of the genre done, because, like, I'm really looking forward to be playing a bunch of, like, indie boomer shooters and a bunch of indie Metroidvanias, because those are, like, the two indie genres that are everywhere, and there's a lot of really good looking ones, but I kind of just wanted to have, like, at the very least, Super Metroid done. Fusion and Dread I don't feel like I have to do, and certainly not Prime, because Prime is like, very different to a certain degree. But anyway, real quick, ignore that. Okay, click button. Special settings. Fuck you. I don't know what this is, and honestly, manual's actually probably pretty good. Let's keep going. Yeah, wrecked ship. We have, what, 2 areas left we haven't gone to yet? Well, actually, technically, we have gone to one of those areas. It's just, it's not on the map yet, because we really explored it. But, you know. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to play some other indie Metroidvania stuff. I guess we could play Ori and the Will of the Wisps at some point. I have not played that. When I played the Ori and the Blind Forest, I hadn't played that before. But not to the extent that I played it on stream, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I blitzed through it on my original playthrough. Let's go right first, I think, maybe. And then Hollow Knight, obviously, I had done everything in Hollow Knight before except for beating the final Pantheon. And wait, perhaps I don't remember if I had attempted to. Okay. I mean, I think I can technically go over here, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I'd rather wait until I actually have the ability to maneuver in water before we go that way. Yeah, I hadn't beaten the Final Pantheon before, which is certainly something. It took a lot of practicing just in-stream and then off-stream as well, because I was like, I only have, like, I have some free time not streaming. I don't want to be streaming all the time. Like, I don't want to start streaming at random times, is what I want to say. Like, so if I need to do some practicing, I don't mind doing that off-stream. Yeah, and but yeah, there's like what's a good example? I've seen this one. There's a lot of Metroidvanias. Could you count what's it called? Dark Souls as a Metroidvania? Because there's a lot of Metroidvanias that are both inspired by Dark Souls and Metroidvanias. What's it called comes to mind? The Salt Sanctuary. Salt Sanctuary, certainly I had a good time with. Also, it's one of those games like Dark Souls where, like, it's probably one of those games that's really worth replaying over and over and over again to try different stuff out, with all, like, the different weapons you can use. But it's certainly very Metroidvania feeling, and I think say Dark Souls is like that too. So Maybe Dark Souls is a Metroid game. And Dark Souls 3 and 2, probably, because I've heard that's also kind of linear, comparatively. Less so. And then Elden Ring is Elden Ring. For what that? No, wait, okay. I was about to say, don't force me to fall down. But I don't think there is a way to fall down. Wait, is this where I came from? No. Speed booster, go! Wait, speed booster. You failed me. How could you do this to me? Hello? No. This one. Okay, speed booster, go! Huh? Wait, what am I supposed to do here? Whether there's like a way to get in from the bottom? Huh. There's a reserve tank, which is something I would like. I'm coming from the right, do I? Huh. What's the point of this, then? Like, it gives you the ability to speed boost here by walking along the treadmill to get some extra, technically, distance before you hit the blocks. But... Oh, what am I doing? Okay, let's quickly scan over here. I forgot I had this, honestly. I don't make really good use of it. Oh, we get frozen in time, do we? Okay, no, don't. Can't. Speed boost while I have this equipped. So... There's really nothing here. There's just a sea, I guess. So over... I guess we're gonna have to do a Shine Spark to get up there. That's fine. It seems like we come back this way. That's also fine, I guess. Oh, wait. Do we need to do this for anything? I don't know. I guess if we see a Shine Spark thing or something... But there's no... We can get a speed boost out here, so... No concerns, really. Aha! I guess good thing we have this. What the hell is this for? I don't see any items on the roof. Anyway, where was the... Right here, right? Okay. Easy enough. I appreciate the use of the... I should be using this, honestly. It's being very helpful. I've neglected you a bit too much, X-ray vision. No, not that. Okay, that is not where I want to go. Don't do that. Why'd I do that? I just said that... Sometimes I test myself in the ways that I really shouldn't. But I do not understand my idiocy. But whatever. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like I have that far to go, right? That was dumb. Stupid. Why did I do that? Foolish, indeed. Oh yeah, blow all that crap up. Get out of my way. This is... Do I have to really kill all the enemies in this room again? Because I saw that was a door that needed to be opened by killing all the enemies in the room. I'm gonna assume that's the case and go right first. Oh, kill me. Wait. But wasn't the other door on the right also a door that I needed to kill all the enemies for? So we should actually go open that door first. Die. Just give me my health back. I mean, missiles are fine too until those are also full. But, I like health. Health priority. Wait, go back to the right. Oh, maybe that door stays open permanently now? Oh. Okay, kill this guy. Alright, we didn't come over here yet, because I wasn't thinking, clearly. No, don't I? Scary. Move. Move. Oh, yeah, sure. That'll work. Move. Get out of the way. Not dealing damage to me. Yeah, we generate our own donuts when we, hit them, I guess. Oh, good. Missiles. My favorite. Alright, so let's do the old thing. The old thing. With the X-ray beam. Anything around here? As extra reward to look for in the same room? The wires are gone. Ooh. Not really worth the consideration, I suppose, but whatever. There. Alright, cool. I hope we'll kill the enemies on the way anyway. Again, we want health back again. We did take some damage in there, you know? And hey, we'll get some super missiles back. Yay! We're up to 25 super missiles. I didn't even realize we got 2 more. That's good. We're up to 100 missiles. That's you know, again, definitely at a number of missiles now where I'm like, 100 missiles? It's more than plenty for what I will ever need. Again, I will never neglect a missile. But I don't need any more. Walk nice and slowly over here so we don't make that mistake again. Let's look for another entrance, perhaps. Is it only the one entrance? I don't remember. Definitely don't make that mistake again. That was so dumb. Ah. This way? Yes. Okay. Hey. I didn't say you can hit me. Okay. Now you're giving me super missiles. Come on, give me out. Are my reserve tanks full, by the way? I don't know. I think so. I hope we can get the other one. That's right there. So we'd have 3 reserve tanks. We'd only be missing 1. Oh no, missing a reserve tank. I'm mortified. And if I don't get this reserve tank, it's not the end of the world. I'd like to get it. I'll definitely try to figure out where that's supposed to be. I feel like there's something around this general area that lets me... Can you get it from like down there? There's a door that I can't see from my immediate vicinity. Perhaps. Seems unlikely. Good old gravel beam. You do me well. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna connect, but it did what I needed. Oh. Okay, not here. Yeah, I know. Again, how are you supposed to do this? I mean, I guess you can kind of intuit that the fact that, like, oh, they hold the little circle ball things and this one's empty, so you can turn into a little circle ball thing. And walk down through the spikes. Sure, why not? It's fine by me. And then, magically, go through the floor. Yeah. I do enjoy magic. Oh, and I see where I must go. Immediately below us. Okay, real quick, just, I don't want to go there yet. We go. God, please don't. Let me come back through this door. Gravity suit, let's go. All right, cool. We got the gravity suit. Even more defense. And even better, regular movement through water, and we don't take damage from lava anymore. No. Okay. I have committed a crime of untold proportions. Is it worth it to go get the reserve tank? Probably not. Am I gonna go do it out of spite? Yeah, I think I am. Christ. And taking less damage now is good, I guess. I didn't realize the door was gonna just immediately drop me off. I thought there'd be a ledge or something. I should have just come back. I don't know why, what curiosity bespoke me to do that. But I'm suffering for it now. I'm paying for it. I'm like, oh, goody. Do this again. Oh, exciting. Grand times indeed. I mean, you never know when a reserve tank comes in handy because of my stupidity. Again, taking too much damage, so I shouldn't be taking. So there's like, see, it's not so bad when you actually know where to go. Alright, cool. No, stop. Don't follow me. Hey, they only deal 1 damage, those guys now. I don't know how much damage these guys are gonna do. Doesn't really matter, I'm not concerned. Little, what are those things anyway? They kind of look like, somethings. No. Wait a minute. Is the thing gonna be able to carry me back down there? Because I don't know how to get back down to that section otherwise. Okay, good, he's still there. Thanks, Chozo statue. Hey, now we're in our purple form. Come on. We'll watch this little, spiel again. 10 million years later. Again, just magic through the floor. I guess the spikes change aesthetic, and then that's the indicator of where the path down is. Fine, here, whatever. Do what you want. Alright, now we will go get the thing. Okay. Speed boost. Okay, sure. Okay, we have to fill in the holes, huh? That's fine. I can do that. Slowly but surely push these damn robots back in this direction. Alright, next. How many more of these do we have to do? I know there's something else here, by the way. I appreciate the missile tank, I suppose. I will take it, but I'm not here what I was here for. Power bomb? Okay. I can do that. Fortunately, these things don't die to power bombs. I assume it's this thing right here, this spot specifically. Alright, who's ready for me to have to try over and over again for me to, for some reason, get the Shine Spark to do what it's supposed to? Okay, well, actually, it'd help if I, Okay, this is going to be mildly frustrating with, for some reason, this not working Please! Okay. Please just, I'm hitting down. Why are you not working? You want me to let go of B? Is that what's going on? I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. Do you need to hear the sound effect? I don't think that's how it's supposed to work either. Why is it not working? Shit. Okay, there we go. I appreciate. Okay, just to be careful. Yeah. Let's not make that mistake. Alright, anyway, there we go. Reserve tank. Whoa, exciting. Was that worth it? I guess we got a missile tank too, so I guess that's cool. That is 3 reserve tanks done. I wonder if I will naturally find the 4th. Be cool, I guess. If I don't, again, oh well. I might, no. I was about to say, the only thing I can kind of feel like possibly trying to search for are energy tanks, but then again, I don't actually think I care. Because I'm like, wait a minute, no, I honestly think I feel like we have enough health already, and we're bound to get at least 1 or 2 more, probably. Considering we still have 2 more bosses to fight, Ridley being one. So definitely probably at least 2. Possibly more than that. Let's go save. Let's go save. It's been a little while of me wandering around this stupid place, being a fool, being like, ooh, I'm completely missing everything. And falling through the wrong trap 10 times. Alright. Big X means that the dead guy is there. Well, we killed the dead guy, so what happens when the dead guy dies? Always a great question. I don't know if there's anything else here. So what major upgrade are we missing? The space jump and the screw attack, that's really it. Okay. Don't do that. Also, we can go back to Plant Place and get some stuff there now, I guess. Oh no, damage. I mean, honestly, I don't care. Welcome to... Anything down here? We can get another maybe? No? Sure, okay. That's fine. Nope. 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 I knew the electric... Ooh, okay. Wait, is there a purpose to this? There's one here. Yes. Okay. I don't remember this room. I don't think I ever 100%ed. I know I've 100%ed every Metroid game. I don't know if I 100%ed... Okay, actually, I think I've 100%ed every Metroid game. Is now what I will say. Got spikes. Why? The only one I'm not sure about is, did I 100% Super Metroid? I don't remember. By the way, I know what I need to do now. I figured it out in 2 seconds. Let this go down a bit first. Yeah, we jump. Ooh, so difficult. Ah, shit. Okay, there we go. Oh, speaking of energy tanks, that's actually not when I was expecting to get one, because we hadn't just fought a boss. So, oh, take it. That's half of the max health we can have. Whack. No, my max health. Oh, it actually only does 4 damage. Never mind. Spikes. Who cares? The spikes that we were taking downstairs did way more damage than that. You know, it's possible there's an item down there in the bottom left corner of the room. Supposedly. I suppose it's possible. But I don't plan to check. Alright, I don't... Also, speaking of things, checking. Again, the only thing about... I wish it told you if there were doors adjacent to the rooms that you have on the map. The game's a bit too, archaic for that kind of design space. Hey! Fish. Fish or Delta. What am I getting at? Suspicion. I am suspicious of everything in these games. I wonder if there's anything... Were there invisible walls in Salt and Sanctuary now that I'm bringing that up? I don't know. Obviously, by the way, you obviously need the gravity suit to actually make it here because, ooh, you're not gonna be able to make that jump with a wall jump or anything. Possibly some way to do it, I guess. I don't know everything. Alright, into this place. And by my description of that, you can tell that I'm, not pleased. This is the place of all places. Certainly a bit tedious to get around this area. So, well, we'll make do. I don't think... Oh, we can't go around. I don't... Is there a purpose to? Let's just keep going. There's no items in this room. There could be some adjacent to the room, I suppose, but, I doubt it. There's something cool. Are you gonna... There you go. It's just a mini maze is actually not that hard to get through. Oh yeah, we're still filling up our reserve tank. So, good reason to kill everything, I suppose. So, it's possible, and quite probable actually our reserve tank is filled up. No, okay, it does tell you, so 299. Because reserve tanks do fill up to 100. Alright, again, of course I'm gonna have the... I mean, again, it's theoretically possible. I don't have to... splitting hairs at this point. They're designed to be here when you have the super bombs, but... Yeah. We're here now. Freeze yourself. Freeze yourself. Ah, you're not freezing yourself. You're getting frozen. Alright, so question. Answer would be nice. Welcome to Meridia. I was assuming it was a save room, yeah. But, can we have the map room? Because of all of the places that I have not remember, this is the most not remember place to not remember. So... we might have a bad time here. Oh, no. Hey! Okay, well, that enemy type is... mean. Oh wow, the jumping worm. I'm incredibly threatened. And the jumping... whatever those things are. These are basically just killable versions of those snot balls that were jumping before. Hell, these things look like snot balls. Well, more like, again, snot worms, I guess. What? Yeah, what? Wait, I can go through the water without a problem. What am I concerned about? Stay, leave, go. Longest room ever. Pointless, by the way. Okay, nope. Nope, stop. No, like... I guess we're going down this way first. I want to go to the door. Why do you do this to me? Get out! I'm pretty sure we have to exit through that door. But, I guess we're going this way. Because it was forced upon us. By no choice of our own. Okay, again, I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just wandering in the right directions. It's worked so far. Hey, we can get out of the water. I guess that's something. It doesn't matter anymore. Super missile door? Yeah, I'll open it real quick. Let's check the rest of this room out first, though. No. Fine, we'll start from this direction. If you insist. Maybe we'll go back to the other side of this door? It should be right here, perhaps, actually. Okay, good. Okay, so we now know where that door goes. Good. Again, I don't really remember this at all. That door, I don't know how to get to the other side of. There's not another sand pit. Nothing up here, is there? No. Okay. Okay, could we... Okay, I almost messed that up. Oh. What? Are you really gonna make me kill all the enemies in here? Don't make me do that, please. Please. I'm not asking. Please don't make me kill everything. Oh no. I mean, they're dead. Nope, wait. Turn that. There we go. I'll kill all the enemies. If you really want me to. I don't know if that's the condition to open that door, or if it's just a door that's not going to open except from the other side. We'll figure out here in a second, I guess, once everything's dead. I think... Oh, no, you're still alive. We go back around this way. And back up the way that takes us all the way around. Let's see. Oh, you're still alive. Do enemies respawn in the same room? Because if that's the case, then I don't think I can do this. Or that's not the way you open. Fuck. Come on. Oh, come on. I can wall jump up this direction. Come on, please. I know I can do this. At this point, going all the way back around might be faster, but... That's not gonna help. Alright, I can do this. Wall jumping prowess, activate. Nope. Wall jumping nope. Nope. Wall. Alright, well. The door is not open anyway, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Maybe everything's not dead? Is there something in this big chunk of sand that I haven't been able to go into? No. Alright, well, I don't know then. Why doesn't it show on the map? Where's the door? I might forget what the door is. I mean, maybe we find the map room. Maybe not. Oh, it's this? Sure. Whoa, I wonder what that was. Anyway, I tried. No, okay. Sure. Open that up real quick. Sure, it's, nice and, available for... We cannot... This is more quicksand stuff. We can't go in that way. Okay, right first, I think. Right's always a good direction to go first, I think. I pondered to myself. Actually, I don't think we... I was gonna say use the little guy as a platform. We don't really need to do that. Just keep heading left. Come on. Okay. Where do we... I don't want to sink into quicksand, thanks. Okay, cool. We're still good. We're still good. I'm no longer quite good. Okay. I figured it out. I have, proceeded to not figure it out. Come on. Okay, Okay, there we go. Nope, get out of there. All right, let's freeze the greener snot worm this time. Why not? That seems like a good idea. Seems like a swell plan. There we go. Alright, let's kill one of the snot worms and then freeze the other snot worm. That seems like a sweller plan. Alright, come here. Cool, thanks. I appreciate it. Hey. Can I please get up here? Please tell me it's the way back. I'm too good for my own good. Wait. Thought. A thought experiment. I don't think I can get up there. But I mean, it seems like the way to do it. Well, what can you do? Just real quick. Okay, never mind. Fair enough. I guess we'll come this way later. We'll go into this sand, quicksand, the underwater quicksand. Is that a real thing? In due time. Let's go left first. God damn it. I'm dying. My nose. It's hit the allergy time of itching to death. Kill me. Let's try to stay out of the quicksand, but my success with that is unfortunately not very good. Not very good at all. Yep, excuse me. Nope, come on, please. I'll make it. Okay, I made it. I'm assuming, I think, if I recall, that you can go through any of the quicksand. Okay. You can go through any of the quicksand, and it'll take you to the same place. Like, the same, like, length of hallway, so I think we'll be good there. Yes. Sure, I'll take your super bombs. Why not? For music, exciting. Die. Sweet crabs. I guess we lost a lot of health from... A great question, honestly. I didn't... When did we lose a lot of health? I don't know. We have recovered it. Yes, I know you're down here. Okay, I'm pretty sure, yeah, just this direction should be the place upon which, oh, this is the map room. All right, then we want to go through the quicksand real quick, I think. Okay. Oh, okay, good. The door room is still up there. Door room. The door for the room that I couldn't enter before is still up there. Yes. We'll go left here in a second. We'll go through the quicksand first. Methinks. Methinks not. I can't go back that way. Fine. Yeah, stay frozen. Would not like to deal with you. We're low on missiles, are we? Alright. We're gonna have to use the swimmers every time we come through here. And it's not gonna, because of that, we can't wave beam our way through there. Oh, goody. Hey. Hey, we're back here. Cool. So, obviously we got our hint earlier. Again, I already know you have to do this. Power bomb. You can obviously do this earlier, because you get your power bombs and go through here before, but there's no point in doing this until you... wait. Oh, I was gonna say, it's not working? But you don't get your power bombs until a considerable time later. Or the ability to go through water until a considerable time later, so if you're going through that area and blow up the thing, like, well, now I get to deal with the water physics for that annoyance. which is suboptimal at best. Annoying at most. But not more than annoying, you know? It's not gonna kill you. I mean, it could kill you, but you never know. Alright, so... This should be the other side of the super missile lock door thing. Okay, sure. Why not? Of course. We can do a game. Can we stop having to shoot this many missiles, please? Alright, let's quickly go see if the quicksand takes us somewhere. I think it should, right? If we're able to do anything about it, nah. Where would it? How would we get back though? Yes, I know. This way. I'm well aware. Die. Give me my health back, because they just stole some more of me. I guess the crabs deal a decent amount of damage. Alright. Go down. Have I been... Am I wasting my time? I feel like I might be wasting my time. It doesn't... based on the fact that there's no room indication under any of this, I guess there might not be any quicksand rooms down there, because I don't know where I come back from again. So... Well, I guess we guys gotta go through this again. Exciting. But I already did all the missile doors and stuff, so who cares? Yeah, stay. No, I guess we technically do need the super missile back, don't we? Or I need 2 super missiles back in it. Yeah, super missiles. How dare you? They were my super missiles, not yours to take. Alright, anyway, let's keep going. Progress. I mean, I guess we've got to make progress this whole time. But, me wasting time thinking I can do something that I can't. Okay, I definitely know that this room has a one hell of a Shine Spark challenge. Which is going to be doubly difficult since this game refuses to Shine Spark consistently. The specific spot is, I think, right up over here. Please. Slow. It's right here, right? It's like right here? Is right here? Is right here? I could have sworn this was the spot. I think this room is a dead end. I think. Let's check. Maybe not. Which room is this again? Again, I don't... Ow, come on. Why do you have to put space pirates here that are invincible? Well, invincible... Yeah, they're invincible currently. Because I can't do any damage to them. I feel like there's... I recall there being something in this room that I can... Oh, yeah. Yep, here you go. Don't do that. Does this help? Can I missile them? No. No, it doesn't do anything. Alright, well, you know, I tried my best here. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, wait, give me a second. Give me a second. I don't think I want to go up in this room above here yet. I think I'm going to go back real quick to... I swore there was something in this room that... Oh, wait, here's something. Yeah, alright, there we go. I was like, I think there's a secret passage around here somewhere. Yeah, more missile doors. I got enough missiles for eternity, kind of. Ah, yes, big turtle guy. Now, how you're supposed to do this, I forget. I see that. Go a little to the right, please. Okay, swing around. Cool. Alright, I've done the thing. More energy tank, by the way. We're now above the halfway point of health. Actually, Yeah. Thanks, Turtle. I appreciate it. You're a real swell chum. I'm pretty sure that's the only area in this whole game that has that turtle. Okay, they're not immune to running Shine Spark speed booster thing. Where the hell is the Shine Spark thing that I'm recalling? I don't remember. Like right over here? Wait. Right over here? Or is no? It's right over. It's right over. Right over. I know that this room has a Shine Spark thing I have to do in here. It's right over. Could you die, please? Right over. Oh, there. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the thing you need a Shine Spark to get. From below, right? Specifically here. Okay. Can I? So from down here. Can I go through that? Now you gotta thread the needle very specifically through here. So you need to jump from this tuft of grass. Okay, so we run through here, we get on the tuft of grass, and then we Shine Spark up. Gotcha. Okay, I have to use a super missile every single time, too. I believe some super missiles. This is going to go great. God damn it. And that is going to be the issue. Okay, I might be able to get enough speed. Maybe? Barely just not enough. Okay. Fair enough. We have the super missile. I'd like to get super missiles back every time. I doubt that's gonna be the case. Super missiles. Never drop them. Come on, super missile, please. Okay, honestly, I feel like the best way to go about this is try and get the Shine Spark in here, because I'm gonna mess it up if I... How? Why? Why is it not working? I don't understand. I'm supposed to let go of B. Real quick. Die. Okay, cool. Hello? You just crouch. You're just supposed to crouch. Why is it not working? Not working, please. Game, please. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to give me the shine spark. Okay, I might lose it. I have to go through the door. Oh God. No. I have super please. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh God, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I don't know. Oh God, this is gonna be so annoying because every time I try, the Shine Spark is not going to work. It's not. This is going to take. If I want to try and do this, this is going to take so many tries. Especially since we're about to run out of super missiles. Does this help? Okay, yeah, that works. God, that is the problem right there. I think I might... I don't know. Please, just give me a super missile, please. Why did that miss? Okay, try again. Wait, do I lose the power speed thing when I go? I think I have to do it on the exact other side of the door, which is not good for the reason that So yeah, I need to be holding. If I remember zero mission, if it's the same. I need to still be holding left when I come out of the door. I don't know how to do this. I might just like it's one missile tank. I'm last chance really. Because I for some reason this game refuses for I press down. It doesn't do it. It doesn't do the shine spark thing. I'm like, well, if you don't want to give it to me, I'm not going to be able to do some of the stuff that you asked me to do. Okay, I just lose the shine. Okay, yeah, you know what? Whatever. That's one missile tank I'm not going to be able to get. What am I supposed to do? Actually... wait a second. I'm gonna be saving here. The next save point's a bit farther away, and there's still a decent, again, no, unless I wanted to go for like a 5.5 hour stream, there'd be no way I'm finishing this today. So we'll be saving here. I don't know why the hell the Shine Spark isn't working. Is it one of my settings? There's like that toggle manual thing. I don't know what that is. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We'll be here for Xenogears tomorrow, and we'll definitely be finishing this on Saturday. So with that, I'll say you goodbye, and have a nice evening. See ya.